Hello, everyone. Good
Ooh.
evening. Thank you for joining us at Fumble, folks. My name is Ben. I am your humble GM for the evening. I am running a homebrew one-shot in our homebrew world. Something slightly different. Something that is going to probably annoy the living sin out of my my players. But I should think it'll be very entertaining for everyone at home to watch them driving their fingers into their brains. If you all wouldn't mind, I'm going to go from top to bottom because we are in the same list as we are on the stream. I'm going to get you to talk a little bit about yourselves as your person and then describe your characters just for anyone who is new, and then we'll go from there. So, first of all, my co-owner, co-host, good friend, fellow pasty white man.
That's definitely
me.
Oh, yeah, it's me, yeah.
Hey, hello, I'm Phil. I've got chocolate on my thumb because I've just been having cake. I'm glad I could tell you all about that. Today, I'm going to be playing Octavius. Octavius Gowron, who is a sorcerer, but with some more nefarious, a bit of a nefarious past, in a way, or just nefarious ways he goes about things, because he's not really he's a trustworthy fellow. He is. He's sophisticated. He's a man of style and class, and is quite well to do, and I'm probably going to try and adapt some kind of posh accent, or just let my real accent come through, because obviously I have a little bit of the posh in me.
You, Mr. Private Schoolboy, has a little bit of the posh in him. Who would have guessed?
Who could possibly have known? Yes. Octavius is also. I think all three of us have done the right thing, and we are using the race table, which is kind of a gimmicky thing that we're doing with the world that we're creating here in Osasaris, of blending the D&D races together. So we have got my character is part moon elf, and also part puka, which is, for anyone that watches Rapid Riders and has seen some of the one shots, we've got our own race that we've created called the puka, which is fey based and mischievous, but not that mischievous, because I didn't pick that option from the table. But yes, is part of what Octavius is.
Wonderful. Another dear friend, not quite as pale as me and Mr. Phil over there, but still has got a bit of a rosy complexion to her. Her light is actually doing her some justice. Sarah.
So, hi, I'm Sarah. I mean, I'm here enough. You all know who I am by now, let's be honest. But tonight I will be playing Sylvester Ruins, which is the lovely super secret spy city druid. Also half and half table, but this time is a dual elf / orc. I'm very excited to play. I mean, I'm just looking forward to being random animals. While I have random animals.
To steal the joke that Doran made, because it was a very good joke, you are just a dork.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't me.
Yeah. That was Cat.
That was you?
It
was a cat. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misread the chat then. Cat has named you a dork.
I was like, I didn't make a joke. What joke did I make?
Name is an animal.
I don't make jokes. And last but certainly not least, my third friend in the stream, equally as pale, but this time the colour is, instead of in the cheeks, it is the cacophony of colour on the head. Is my good friend Doran. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
I'm here all the time. I love this game known as Dungeons and Dragons. I can't get enough of it. I'm Doran. Hi. I'm playing Cookie. She's wacky, she's kooky, she's Cookie. No. She's slightly a mad scientist that's experimented a bit too much, and the fumes have kind of gotten to her head a little bit. and she's kind of found some unknown secrets in other tombs she's explored. She's not a natural explorer. She is a natural explorer, but she's an archaeologist. So she might have found something she's not meant to, and doing so, she has spawned something out of her very soul as a little drake that she has, known as Chocolate. And then, because she's an artificer, she has built a mimic of that drake known as Chip. So we have Chocolate, Chip, Cookie.
Mwah.
Enjoy the pun.
Yes. Yes.
Because I read through your sheet when you linked it, and I looked through it and I was like, cookie, chocolate. Okay. Oh, there it is. Chocolate chip cookie. There's the joke.
Yes.
Yes. So, for those of you who are keeping track at home, we have a city druid, a artificer slash what's
Drake Walker. Also, I'm a stout human. Star halfling human.
Yes.
Forgot about
Just basically looks like a dwarf, walks like a dwarf, talks like a dwarf, isn't a dwarf.
Yeah. I'm also just like slightly above a dwarf, I think. I can't remember my height. I think I'm like around 5, just 5.
Yeah. You be a tall dwarf then.
Yeah.
So we got the Artificer Ranger multiclass, we have the City Druid, and the Soul Knife Sorcerer?
Yeah, so it's the Aberrant Mind sorcerer with Soul Knife, but Octavius isn't a rogue. He's not an
No,
well.
of course.
He's just learned a few tricks of the trade, of being a well-to-do person in the court who needs to find out everything that's going on.
Yes, certainly. So, you are a little group. You've known each other a little while, whether that be to your own delight or to the aghast of the snobbier among you. But you've been traveling on and off with possible adventures in mind or missions or tasks set to you. But you know each other relatively well at this point. For anyone who didn't catch it, they are level 7s. So they are relatively chunky adventurers. Not chunky, but they know what they're doing.
Do we?
No,
Mostly spellcasters. Definitely no chunk here. I think I'm the chunkiest one. I have 66 hit points.
I mean,
Yes.
okay.
That is
A possibility for lots of damage.
What we've got.
Let's just hope that you don't actually take a smack.
Well, we got chocolate and chip for that.
Yes, maybe.
It's gonna turn into a bear.
You hope.
I'm just gonna get the fuck out of the way.
You hope. So you find yourselves on a relatively unknown stretch of trail in the northern lands, not far from the divide, and just stepping into the edge of the woods of Freaskill. It's not far enough into the woods that those amongst you with elven heritage would know that you shouldn't really go too much further in. I'm a bit too quiet. Okay, there's no problem. We will turn ourselves up a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better for everyone. But yes, you've just gone into Freaskill, where you're just on that tip of the border. Freaskill, for those at home who do not know, obviously this party will, that is our northernmost, just absolute tundra land. It is completely, basically untouched by quote-unquote civilization, and it is not controlled by anyone other than the tribes that live there. It's not that it is unwelcoming, it's just there's a good likelihood you're not going to make it too far inland to be able to make it too far. So having known that...
Ben,
Go ahead.
can you repeat that? You lagged out and then sped really fast through your words.
Ah, damn it.
You were
So
like,
how much? Wait,
blah, 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 blah.
terrible. Where did you catch up to?
Tribes taking over land.
So the tribes are generally in control of the area, but it's not a country by any means of the imagination. It is just a area referred to as Friaskill. It is a dangerous area because it is untamed. So those amongst the civilized peoples of the continent tend not to go there because they're just not used to the hard lifestyle that is inherently necessary to thrive there. But to subvent some of the more uncomfortable areas that are around that region of the world, this path is somewhat safe, provided you keep a good mind about you. You've been doing this for maybe 2 or 3 days. You haven't really seen anyone, nor were you really expecting to see anyone. Every so often you'll hear some wolves in the distance, or you'll catch the slightest fleck of a deer that has been caught and just runs into the distance. But as you wander and get a little bit further in, can everyone just mention to me what their passive wisdoms are? Passive insight, please.
Insight.
Insight.
15.
16.
My passive insight
Yes, passive insight.
is 12. My passive
Okay.
investigation is 20.
Your passive investigation.
Yes, is 20.
Nice. But it's insight, unfortunately, for you,
It's 12.
bud. So Sylvester and Octavius, you both get this. You get this reaction. First of all, it's like a couple of hairs on the back of your neck just stand up. It's not quite enough to be fear or anything like that. There's this sensation that you get that something has shifted. Something isn't as it was a mere couple of steps back.
Can I look around to see if I
Certainly.
notice anyone?
Make a perception check or an investigation check, or do as you please. I'm presuming Cookie is skipping away with her steel defender, and
Natural
goddamn, that
20.
is a good, perfect roll to start with.
Hey!
Holy shit.
And Sylvester knows what's up.
Yes, so as you're looking around, nothing really feels out of place immediately. But as you begin to take maybe 5 minutes worth of steps forward, you catch it immediately as it approaches on the horizon. This gentle shine and glimmer of green that is just flickering from the sun in the horizon.
I'll point it out to the other two.
Yeah. So you can't quite tell what it is from this distance. You're just lucky that with the 26th you caught it immediately. But as you begin to make your way forward, it looks like a path. It looks like cobblestones.
How
But-
curious.
They appear to be made completely out of emerald.
This
A
looks
very rich
very
material.
expensive.
I have quite a lot of accents of emerald myself. How exciting.
It is a completely different path, and it is not something that is documented on any of the maps that you have with yourselves.
How do they stop people from stealing it? There must be guards nearby, surely.
Surely someone would have noticed this. I mean, our map has this path that we were taking on it. I take it, yeah.
Yes, it's a very rough, crude drawing of the road, because it is free skill. It's not very well documented, but there is nothing that would indicate something of this kind of opulence in this area.
By Jove, my friend, this thing is not on the map. I think we're going on an adventure.
Is it actually real
Yes.
emeralds though, or is it like that painted stuff?
I look at my
Uh,
medallion on my chest and look at the.
Make an investigation check.
Is that both of us?
Whoever. I'm gonna say it's just Sarah for the moment.
Oh, just Sarah. Okay, ignore mine then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ooh, +10. Goddamn. Yeah. So you look at it and you kind of scratch it, and you think it's emerald, but you don't know too well. It's definitely kind of see-through glass. That it's this very finely cut but is definitely not 100% symmetrical between each stone. So it looks far closer to masonry work than some kind of like mental projection like you would usually get. This, as far as you can tell, is probably real precious glass at the very least.
Sarah rolled an 8.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm proficiency in mason's tools.
Okay.
Is it the craftsmanship? Like how long has this path been here?
With a 12, I'd say that you would say that it's 20 years, maybe at most. It's been there long enough that it's begun to see aging, but not. It's not ancient by any means of the imagination. It seems maintained. There's no grass or leaves or anything that is growing over the top of it. There's the odd, like, piece of foliage that has fallen and is just kind of set and all on top of it, but there's no grass that's grown up and around it, so to speak.
No foliage. Quite shiny still. Well
This
maintained.
would be noticed. Surely something must have hidden this from.
Yes, it's been here at least 20 years. Someone would have noticed this by now, probably. I think something weird's afoot, my friends. Something magical, perhaps? Maybe?
It could be. Can I have a look around to see if there's any kind of like magical or markers, runes, anything that would denote that like something had previously hidden it?
Sure, certainly. Make Arcana check for me.
Hoping you were going to say that, because that's one of the things I can do.
I thought it would be very dumb if you couldn't.
23.
Nice.
It wouldn't be out of Phil's wheelhouse if he wasn't expert in Arcana.
No,
though,
I
wouldn't
know.
I was fully expecting not to be an expert in Arcana.
Yeah.
It is
So
a
was
habit
I,
of mine.
honestly.
That's kind of why I took proficiency in Arcana, because I didn't think Phil would.
So with a 23.
For context, I have been running a cleric that hasn't got proficiency in religion, and a what was the other one?
Ranger.
A
Ranger.
ranger that doesn't have proficiency in survival, of course, because I don't do D&D correctly. But whatever, you're not my real mom. But yes, 23.
It's
23.
definitely a brand.
With a 23, you don't see any particular runes. You don't see any particular vestiges of magic, but you can tell, with your magical bloods sitting inside you, you can feel the residual magic that is in the air. There was definitely something that is here that has either placed it or concealed it, but it's not something like any kind of magic that you've ever encountered.
This was clearly, there was clearly some magic hiding this before. Question is this something that's just broken down and we are the first ones lucky enough to find it? Or could it perhaps be something that's been revealed to us for a reason?
I think it's an invitation, and I think we should take it.
Well, it
would be rude not to.
If they're willing to put gems as precious as emeralds as a footpath, I'd like to see what that footpath leads to.
That's true. Screw a red carpet, and I'm going to start walking forward.
I'm going to say, do you want to do one thing before we go and see if they can pull out of the ground? Because I got a crowbar, and I'll start reaching for this
I've got a
crowbar.
pickaxe.
I've got the
Certainly.
willingness to watch you do that.
Sure, you can both make athletics checks to see whether you can get them out of the ground.
Do I do it? We both do it advantage because we have web tools?
I will let one of you roll it with advantage because I'm going to say you're both working on the same stone.
Wants to roll it. Okay, go on.
I assume. I have a +0, but
Oh,
I
I'm
assume.
you as well. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Who's feeling luckier?
We're
Just
3
be lucky.
spellcasters. None of us are strong.
That's why I got the puppies. They both have like a +3 in strength.
One of you roll, come on.
All right.
You volunteered, Dawn. Go on.
9.
So you stick the pick in and you stick the crowbar in, and Octavius, you're used to watching these by your standard Neanderthals attempting to do heavy labor, and you just hear over your shoulder, just that won't work.
Oh, I hear over my shoulder.
Over your shoulder, yes.
That's gonna be our workout for the week.
There's no one there.
Oh.
It is very definitively a voice that felt corporeal, not like sending or anything like that. Just there is no one there.
Do you have any recommendations? I'll say to Thin Air.
Follow where it goes. What's the worst that can happen?
I can think of a high number of things, but all right, come on, chaps, let's go.
You just put us. Hold on.
Yep. That's who I am. I am. If baristas were a thing in this world, I would be the prick that does that to them.
Oh, I knew I'd like your character. Not because I'd like your character because I'd hate him in real life.
Oh yes. You said I always play characters that are too nice, so now I'm going to play one you care about when they die. In fact, you'll relish it, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that doesn't happen.
I know, and that's why I'm going to love it. So, go ahead.
Phil,
No,
is
go
your
ahead.
character a person of import? Like, are they an important person? Are they a noble or something? Or do we not know?
The only person that could have told you about that is him, so yes.
Very well, we should be on our way then, shouldn't we?
Yes.
He has told you on a point that when he says it, you can literally do the whole mouthing thing. There's this, I was once court advisor to the Duke of Dramont. Like, you could literally do the whole like.
Very important person, yes.
I take a
Yes,
moment to look at my crowbar, look at Phil's character, and then put the crowbar behind me. And this
Just
My character's been fully
One
embellished in
day.
yours then, Phil.
one day. One day soon. One day soon.
the reason we're going this far north. That's the reason.
Bury him somewhere where no one will ever find him.
Sorry, Ben. Did I like? Was there a specific reason that we were in Freel Skill?
I didn't give you a specific reason. I just said that you were traveling along this area.
I have a specific reason now.
Yeah, the current specific reason is because the druid has decided that they want to bury you in the middle of the woods.
For someone's body not to be found. Anyway, let's
Yes,
follow the emerald shiny path.
yes. It doesn't take you far. It's only maybe 100 meters or so. But as you round the corner, there's a small stone hut. The path very clearly leads right to the door. It's kind of run down looking. Is made of just the stones that you would find around a forest that has been assembled, with a thatch roof placed on top of it, and a little bit of smoke that is billowing out of the small chimney inside it.
I will say out loud, is this your home?
Are you talking to yourself? I thought I was the only one who did that.
I felt a presence while you were chipping away at the path. I feel somewhat like that second reason for the path appearing, about it being shown to us for a reason, might be the case. So keep your wits about you, eh?
Very well, very well. Who wants to knock? Can I knock?
You absolutely want to knock, don't you?
I want to knock. I want to see who invited us into their home.
Cool.
Like, very excited.
So, as you begin to wrap your knuckles on the door, with the very last wrap of your knuckles, you all feel yourself pulled forward immediately towards the door frame itself. And you are immediately inside this massively grand area
Oh, fuck.
with a very large, very green entity standing in front of you.
I'm half expecting the horse of many
and,
colours to come trotting
Ooh.
past.
Yes, I will
Big
just
old snake thing.
I'll just reveal that to the players as well if you would like to have the full size of him. He is standing like quite relaxed at around 9.5, maybe 10 feet tall. And he is standing quite literally in the pose that he's got there with this massive toothy smile on his face and just
Do I know what this is?
Do I know what it is?
make a insight check.
Both or no?
I'm going to say insight check to you, Doran. I'm going to say make an Arcana check for you, Phil. And there is a reason for that, just because it's a specific kind of thing.
Okay.
19 on the Arcana.
15 on an insight.
So, with the 15, you don't quite know exactly what he is, but you do catch a glimpse of this small golden object that is just wrapped in its tail. And I'm just going to leave it at that for you. For you, Phil, you don't know exactly what this is, but you can absolutely feel the radiating magic coming out of it. This is not any kind of race that you've ever seen. But that doesn't surprise you at all either, because of the amount of magic that is radiated. There's every possibility that this is a polymorph, true polymorph, or any other numerous things that it could possibly be.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you, old boy.
Oh, the pleasure's mine! I do so love guests!
You've done quite a lot with the place. It's a lot bigger on the inside than it looks from the outside.
It's very true.
Yes, that's I found this little place, and the guy who used to live here was a bit of a bastard, and then I got rid of the bastard, and now it's mine, and I made it this. And, it's so much nicer than that little drovel hovel that he used to live in.
Water feature. I gotta look up like what is above. Is there anything above?
There isn't. It just appears to be sky.
Oh dear.
Open concept.
Yes, I love the idea of having as much freedom as I can. You know, there's a certain joy to stretching your wings every now and again.
So he has
what pray tell has brought us here then?
Oh, well, pray tell what has brought you here. More than likely is your greed. You saw something shiny, you thought you could dig it up, so I gave you a little bit of a push, and you decided, yeah, sure, let's go along into the creepy woods with the creepy stone pathway that no one has ever documented before. That's going to go wonderfully.
It's going well so far.
Oh, you think? You certainly think.
Can
I
I
do.
can I do insight check and look in his eyes? Because I don't trust this fucker.
So Go for it.
Okay,
I can't control my token either, by the way.
I get advantage on that then because I'm looking in his eyes.
You should be able to control your tokens. Bear with. Oh, that's weird. Why didn't it assign?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. I will do that in the background while we're going.
So that's a 25.
Okay, so what is it that you're specifically looking to insight on?
I'm trying to figure out the vibe of this guy and whether he is like absolutely batshit crazy or if he's being like dead serious and covering like with like a thin layer of humor atop. That sort of thing, or
Both.
whatever.
Both. Is 100% out of his mind, but is 100% completely sincere in every statement that he is making. He knows exactly what he is choosing to say. He's crazy, but he's not crazy enough to not know that he's crazy.
Well, I'm Octavius. These are my partners here, Sylvester and Cookie. And
This is me.
Oh, like the snack!
Yes, and this is chocolate and chip.
to who are we addressing?
Oh, that's of no bother. You can... People call me lots of names. Wishgiver, Genie, Djinn. They call me like that magic man in the lamp. They call me Snake. They call me whatever the hell they damn well please. Right up until I kill them.
Would you like to be called?
Call me what you please. Doesn't bother me.
So what you please.
I'm glad you did it. I knew quite.
Very clever.
Thank you. Why? Okay, so forget the whole greed thing. We shouldn't have tried digging up a little bit of the emeralds. You can't blame a person.
Oh
Mild
no, I don't blame you at all. This is the ramification of the last wish I granted. I can't do much about it.
Someone
What's
was for an
that
emerald.
wish?
The person who used to own this place wished for the places that he walked to literally turn into gemstones. So he created emeralds. And then the next wish was that he had as much opulence as he wanted. Hence this place. And then the last one was he didn't get the girl that he wanted, and he said that he wished that he was dead.
Someone asked to be
He
a prince.
Didn't
He
know
seems a
he
bit
was
extreme.
stressing you at the time he said that, did he?
Didn't think his words, no.
We should be careful what we say then.
Oh, none of you are my masters. No, you have absolutely no control over me.
Oh,
Even if you
no,
come
that-
grab this thing, you can't do much to me.
When he says this thing, is that what is holding
Yeah,
his...
he flicks
little
his tail
golden
up,
thing.
and it's literally just a small golden urn that is just stuck. Seems to be stuck on the end of his tail, and he just smacks it on the ground, just like it's just a thing.
Oh,
The magic's been gone then.
Oh,
what do
less
you
magic gone. More, he created a pocket dimension, and then never really got rid of me. And now I'm stuck here. And I've been doing things a long time, so this is mostly... So probably the best way to think about it is this. You know this thing? He just wiggles it on his tail. I used to be contained in that.
I see.
That is...
You know the thing you knocked on?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm contained in that.
Oh.
I mean, you've scaled up quite massively.
I know, it's great. It's huge.
But obviously now we're in here too.
Yes, you are.
So can we get out?
What is there anything we can do to help you with this? To help you
Oh,
get
I
out
want to
of
leave.
here?
Why would I want to leave?
I
I get foolish idiots like you to come along and attempt to leave whenever you want, and I get to put you through all manner of nonsense to entertain me. And then more often than not, you don't escape. And I get to laugh and laugh and laugh, and then the next set of idiots come along.
Is there anything that we could do that would let us just actually leave without greed?
No, that's no fun. I want to take on the Genie's challenge. It sounds fun.
I mean, you
Well,
don't
you
have
can
the
have
choice.
this.
you could have Cookie, and we could just
Oh no,
hop
no, no,
off,
no!
research.
He
some
comes
books,
right to, he
find-
comes right
find
down
some-
to your level and just kind of slinks
Fucking
down and just starts tidying your lapels a little bit and dusting off your shoulders. And just no. You're quite stuck here, and yes, you're going to be stuck here until I'm bored, really, or until you die. One of the two. I mean,
Whatever
death
comes
is
first.
pretty boring too. But yeah.
Cookie to
And
start
just-
telling the Djinn about all of your tinkering and the things that you do make.
Well, these goggles you see on my head are not just regular goggles. I'm definitely not for swimming. They're
Oh, why would you need them for swimming?
just to be able to see. But I guess you could use them for swimming. I've never really thought about waterproofing them before. That's a very great
Do you want to
idea.
try? There's a pool.
I would love
While
to try.
While he rambles, I'm desperately looking for an exit.
But normally,
like,
like for
without
seeing in
running around,
darkness.
but basically just scanning the surroundings to see what we've got here.
Yep, sure. Make a perception check for
I
me.
assume this bit's water.
So as you begin to approach it, it looks like water. It looks like some of the most crystal clear water that you've ever seen in your life.
I still point using them in these.
There is a skeleton that is sitting in the bottom of it.
25 on the perception.
My finger in it.
That's brave of you.
You know,
Ah,
I've been
25.
I've been claimed for my cat-like curiosity for more than one occasion.
Sure.
25.
25. So with a 25, you proceed to run your hands along the walls and try to find absolutely anywhere. Sylvester, just because your passive is high enough that you would get this as well, as you begin to move, because you haven't really moved from the spot that you got,
Yeah.
your feet are a bit tender, and you kind of shift a little bit. And you're the only reason that you would get this is because you've had creatures where you've turned back into your true form from a height.
Mm.
You didn't so much come through as much you landed here.
Oh.
There's no doors for you to attempt to look for apart from the 4 that are already around.
Apart from
But,
the skull.
That's not how you got here. You got through the giant skylight, which is the sky.
Very interesting.
I mean, that's some big magic nonsense stuff.
Isn't it just?
Cool. Okay.
But yes, as you proceed to put your finger in it, he just kind of leans over and just goes, "So, you don't have a lot of worries about things, do you?"
Oh, I worry about things all the time. Just things I know about. You know? If I don't know anything,
Ah,
I would love to know via trial or error.
fair enough. When you sipped your finger, what is your favorite sweet or drink? IRL,
IRL. Gotta be
because that's what it tastes like.
Probably lemon water then.
Yeah, it tastes like lemon water to you.
Put my face in it. With my
Cool.
goggles on.
With the goggles.
You-
They are swimming goggles.
You chuck your face in it, and it's beautifully refreshing. It's genuinely like fantastic feeling.
Can I look at the
Be
skeleton?
careful.
How did he die? Can I tell, like, via bones? Like, was his bones broken?
I mean, if you're proceeding to look at it, the Naga presenting thing will just kind of lean over and go, "That's the old master."
I see. I thought he might have drowned because it's delicious. I can see how he would
No,
drown in it.
No, he said that he wanted to die, and I
died?
stopped him from having the ability to move his limbs, so he drowned.
Oh,
was
what a clever
great.
way! You're such a
Yes.
clever fool.
It was because he's such a prick.
Was he really an asshole?
He took 15 years to use 3 wishes.
What a prick!
15 years.
I can
And
see
did
why
he
you
let me
did that.
Did he go and let me go back in my lamp? Did he fuck? He kept me out because he wanted to have a friend.
Why didn't he just wish for a friend?
That's what he said.
What a prick! Fuck
What
you!
a
I
prick.
say fuck you to the skeleton.
And I'm gonna imagine that you're sticking your middle finger up, and he goes, "What's that mean?"
Oh, it's a sign of disrespect, kind.
Oh, wonderful! And proceeds. He's only got 3 fingers on each hand. And just goes, "You."
Do you mind if Chocolate or Chip have a go?
I mean,
I point to the skeleton. Or would you rather him as decor?
I'd rather keep him as decor, and I wouldn't recommend that thing getting into the liquid.
Oh, he's fine. He's mostly waterproof. Mostly.
I didn't. Who said this was water?
Oh, yes, it is quite tasty. What is it?
That's none of your business.
How curious.
I just said it was a pool.
I wish it was my business. I would love to know. I can't wait to find out more about this place. It's so beautiful. Tell
you what. Go do a trial, and I'll answer a question. How about that?
I would love that. Where's the trials?
And as you look around the rooms,
I zoomed
you
out.
see
I realized what the trials are.
those of you who are been walking around towards the doors, you see 4 small green slimes just kind of slide their way out slowly and slide their way up the walls until they end up forming different numbers with 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are my helpers.
So great.
Slime 1, Slime 2, Slime 3, and Slime 4.
Aptly named as well. I love this.
And I mean, I say that, but 4 is always in number 2 spot. So I've had to convince 2 to be 4. 1 is a stubborn asshole, but I love him. And 3 doesn't care that I'm here.
But I think I like 3 the most. They're kind of like a cat.
Pretty much. I don't know what a cat is, but yes.
It's a small furry creature that ignores your presence, but oddly he's cute.
Sounds tasty.
In some cultures, yes.
Our only way out of here is to survive these trials you've got for us.
I told you that. Hey, don't blame me. Blame the dead asshole that is in the bottom.
Fuck you, dead asshole.
Yes.
Middle finger.
I'm trapped here too, but I'm not allowed to leave. So, enjoy.
But you still don't want to leave, even though you are trapped here.
All right.
I don't. I mean, what do I care? You all turn up. You get to whichever one of the traps that you think you're gonna get through. You die. I laugh heartily at your painful, agonizing deaths. More idiots turn up. Rinse, repeat.
Well, we're not the bog standard idiots that come here, so hopefully we'll pleasantly surprise you by not dying.
We're slightly above average bog standard idiots.
Can we start with the stubborn door?
I'm gonna reinforce the point that you listened to a non-corporeal voice in your ear and decided that's a good idea. Let's follow that.
I just like the invitation.
I've got it.
I just go where these idiots are going.
Which is a good shout.
Should we do them in order?
I mean, you could certainly try them in any order, but whether they'll make sense,
Let's start.
That's
with
a
the
good
first,
question,
then, why
isn't
not?
it?
Yeah, number 1. Oh no.
certainly.
I feel like that's a true
So-
question. I feel like 4 would be the correct one to start off with.
It's probably going to be 3.
Maybe.
So as you wander yourselves along, the doors begin to shiver just a little bit, and these small little firefly-like lights just begin to seep from the little gaps that are around the frame. That's the description.
That's
Unless
okay.
you open the door, there's just little things coming out of you.
Okay, cool.
All right, looks like we're trapped here, but let's take on the trial, and I'll use my mind powers to telepathically speak to both of them and just be. You probably already know that it's probably going to do its best to confuse us, to make sure we end up dying here. Let's
Not
make sure
me!
that doesn't happen.
But you
The
know,
old boss. I really don't care. Plus, I can hear everything that you say in this place.
okay, so do you know what we should do? Alright,
Okay.
alright.
I'll say telepathically.
Just as a precaution, should we put like a little tile something around our wrist so if like duplicates of us appear, then we know we're the real ones?
Quite
Not a
clever.
maze, and it's not going to help.
Watch me, and I'm gonna pull out a strip just to do it.
Go for it.
Phil, when you do that mind thing, is there a two-way thing?
Yes, it's two-way telepathy.
You hear like a ping pong of like different voices, different people speaking at once. It is a cacophony, and you don't like it, probably.
No, it's bad. To be honest, for Octavius, it's bad enough when he has to speak to one of you. So, right, okay, come on.
Smurt.
All right, come on. Let's.
Certainly.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
Magic
through
Man.
the
See you
door.
on the other side, hopefully.
Oh, I won't. I'm just going to sit back here until you come back to another one. So, as you move yourself onto your next map,
Oh boy.
you step through and again get that instant
Oh, boy.
sensation of just being pulled forward. And you find yourself in a large green meadow with this kind of ritualistic circle of standing stones and a path that is lined by stone gargoyles.
Mm.
Do these stone gargoyles look like they will come to life?
They are very detailed,
Okay.
but they do not appear to be animated at the moment.
Emphasis at the moment.
This.
As you are looking at the gargoyles, they do appear to be holding something, open palms for people to take. There is a small medallion, about this big. And it appears to be in the hands of each of them. Bear with me as I bring them from the other layers.
The exact same medallion.
You would have to go along and check onto each of them.
Yes. Oh, hello. There we go. So, yes, let's take a look. So, nearest us, we have a baby crawling and a handsome man and a man talking.
Yes, so as you wander along, they're all silhouetted slightly differently, and I will try my best to show them off for the stream, because I can. Is it Alt-Z to blow them up?
I don't know.
If thank you, Brie. If you wouldn't mind doing that for the stream, we will work through them. There is 10 of them in total. one in each of the gargoyles' hands, 5 gargoyles to each side, and they all appear to be slightly different.
Gotta give it up to this
Right,
Djinn.
so-
Has a taste for decor.
Yes. Well,
Facts!
goes without saying.
It's very distant, but just
let's not touch any of these until we've had a good look at all of them.
You look over, you see Cookie just about to touch something, and I go, oh, okay, very well.
Mind these things maybe have some kind of spell casting or animation to them.
Very, very well. Could I use my masonry proficiency, smithing proficiency, Tinker's Tools proficiency to look at the statue and see like if it's mechanical, if it's could come to life, if it could move, if it's organic but pretending to be stone, kind of like what Sarah said, but
every single one of those answers is a no.
okay, cool.
But that is purely for the fact of you're looking at it and you're just going, nothing about this was crafted by hand.
Magic. Wonderful.
So you have, apart from knowing that it is inherently magic, you have no idea about what these things are intended to do.
I see. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Man, look at spy class.
I'm immediately suspicious of the baby.
Barber.
Well, there's an old man. There's an old man as well. So, my first thought, seeing the baby and the old man, was that there might be some kind of timeline to whatever puzzle we're facing here.
The baby is the only one who's not got the man in it.
It's true.
Therefore,
Okay.
it's the
Well,
odd one out.
before we touch anything, I'm just going to have a look at the rest of what we've got here. There seems to be, I take it there's a Stonehenge kind of.
Yes.
Cairn?
So to show it a slightly different angle, it appears like this.
Okay.
I see.
And is
so
there
that you can see the gargoyles appear like this, which I'm presuming is, there we go,
yes.
taking a sweet time to load.
Okay. Okay. The stone in the center. Is there anything on the stone in the center?
The stone in the center just appears to be what you would know as a ritual stone. It just appears to be what is typically found in the center formation of these kinds of standing stones. There's nothing particularly about it at this present moment that rings any bells as to anything.
Can we have a look at the stones to see if there's any sort of language that tells a story of some sort or something along that line?
You certainly may. So bear with as they begin to appear as you start reading through them. Because again, my wonderful co-DM has assisted me with this evening. We'll bring these forward.
Oh god, hello.
Yes, so what we're going to do is we're going to place them for the stream into the little communal chat that we have as part of our VTT. And just so it's a little bit easier, in terms of the game, these words appear to be etched into the stones, carved in to the various pillars. There is 5 of them in total. They are carved specifically over the, I'm guessing what you would refer to as the top of the arch. I'm not sure what the specific term is for the standing stones that connect the two actual standing stones. But they are carved in there. As you are looking around, there is these small slots that are in the actual standing stones themselves. They are maybe a few millimeters deep on each. And by per education, because you are relatively smart individuals, you can deduce that this is some way related to the puzzle, but I'm not going to give you how.
Yeah, I have answers.
Okay, so bear with. So while we are going through it, I am just going to read them out for the people on the stream.
What language are they in?
They are in common.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read them from top around. Our GM is our co-GM is putting them into our chat, so the medallions will move. But we will go with: learn the basics first. Don't get ahead of yourself. We must take care of our responsibilities before enjoying ourselves. Your words are a way of underlining your thoughts and reinforcing them. Do not
Can you repeat that last one?
Your words are a way of underlining your thoughts and reinforcing them.
Thank you.
Do not act without first considering the possible consequences. Elders should be given precedence.
What I'm assuming we have to do is we have to move the medallions onto the stones. So I know the answer to 2 of them, certainly.
There's 10 medallions, yeah. So 2 for each. Did you say there's one slot on each of these?
One slot to a pillar, but obviously there's pillar, then
two
where
support,
2 supports, and then the top. There is a slot on each of those supports. So yes, you will need to. You can move the tokens that are on the map. I will ask you to place them to the best of your ability in the correct places.
Let's talk about it before we move.
Yeah. So
And
the top one.
I am going to be quiet.
The top one is definitely man walking as one of them, because you have to learn to walk before you run.
How about crawling as well? You can't walk.
That's the basics.
You can't walk until you've crawled.
So you can't crawl until you walk, and you can't walk until you run.
Yes.
There's not 3 slots.
We're moving along to another one.
But there's no running, so there's crawling and walking.
Do not act without first considering the possible consequences.
So that one I think is man playing a game, because it's got
man
chest.
thinking as well.
I would also posit man jumping, because if you act without, that could be something that you have not thought about that has possible coincidences.
Okay, I'm drawing this out. Ooh.
Well, we've decided one. Don't you think we should try it one at a time? Crawling and walking.
There was considerable emphasis from our host on how easily people died. So I think we should make sure we think this through before we actually act. We should not act without first considering the possible consequences. I think maybe.
How would we die? I'd be so curious to find out.
I don't particularly want to do that today.
See, your words are a way of underlining your thoughts and reinforcing could also be man talking and man thinking, because you're talking for your thoughts, which is you thinking of them at the same time.
That would follow. I do think you might be right about that.
trying to work out if there's a specific order we've got to put them on to the stone. Whether I might be overthinking this, whether the stones link up by the corners or not.
Stones are not linked up by the corners. It is just the design of the map.
Cool. Sorry.
But elders take precedence.
I
Old
see
man.
The old
What
man.
was the other
but
one?
What could be taking precedence?
The handsome man, maybe?
Could be elders being above younger people in a sense, but that could also be maybe. And I know it's crawling, but unless the top one is walking and jumping, learning to walk before you jump.
Must take care of our responsibilities before enjoying ourselves. Working must be one of those.
Yeah.
The responsibilities part. And enjoying,
then the other one must be
enjoying
games.
ourselves could be games.
It could be games, yeah.
It could be any number of them. I love this.
So if we write down which ones definitely go in the stones, so we know the top one should definitely be walking because it's the basic.
Walking and jumping, maybe.
Yeah, not the second one. The second one would be definitely working because that's a responsibility. Third one is probably either thinking or definitely talking because or either thinking or talking is definite.
Bryn, if you wouldn't mind, could you just place the inscriptions into the chat? Just because the chat is attempting to solve it as they go along as well.
Can I move the tokens into the Stonehenge circle so the chat can see all the tokens as well? Would that be okay? I don't want it to, blow us all up or anything, but...
That's fine. For the sake of it, I will do it, but I will just place them,
Okay.
say,
Then you do
on
it, yeah.
the ritual stone, quote unquote.
Making sure they can see the name tags as well.
Yeah.
And we know elders is definitely going to have old man on it. So we put the ones that are definite in there, then we can work out the match afterwards.
But is it too obvious? Is this some kind of trick question?
It could be a trick question. But I also feel like you're making me doubt myself by thinking of this.
I do try and think more in a triangle formation than a normal roundabout way. Man looking through spyglass. Now that's an odd one. I would say it's like looking before you leap, but looking before you jump.
I feel like that
Where would
might
it
actually
go?
be the right combination, the spyglass and jumping for do not act without first considering the possible consequences. Look before you leap being the phrase.
Yeah.
18 intelligence. Not me. Not me in real life, though.
I would agree with you on that one, Phil. That's a good point.
I'm going to ask the players to not look at the chat, if that's
not.
okay.
Because
I can see that.
They're starting to get it right, aren't they?
The people in the chat are working through it as well. So I imagine they're going to want to start posting and working together as well. So please avoid that if you can for the time being.
It's fine. I'm illiterate anyway.
Got my phone well away from me.
It's fine. I trust you. I'm just letting you know. But yes, continue your trail of thought. I will go back under mute. I will wait until you need me.
Work.
I think we should just start placing them. What could possibly go wrong?
I think a lot
The
can go
exact
wrong.
thing on that stone that says "Do not act without first considering the possible consequences."
I've considered the possible consequences, and I'm willing to face them head on and work our way around them.
Cheers, we aren't.
You guys are too bound to the immoral coil. There are much more things to adventure and go forward.
3. Walking, we think, is the first one. Yes, is the basics.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the sake of yourselves, I'm just gonna, for making it consistent with yourself, do it in a clockwise fashion.
Okay.
Place
Starting with
whichever
the
one you
basics.
think is the first on the left-hand side, and then work your way around, just to give yourselves that little bit of clarity, because it can very quickly get muddled when you do have a visual element like this.
See, I was thinking like the first sentence was the thing, and then there's just one sentence pretty much. Then.
All right. Do we think we must take care of our responsibilities before enjoying ourselves? Do we think that is work and play? The work
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I think that's the
games?
most obvious answer.
Man thinking. Oh no, man working and man playing a game. Yeah.
Okay, that's...
Should we move them into our slots?
No idea. We might have to put them in a specific order before. I feel very much like we do that wrong, and those statues aren't statues anymore. And
Yeah.
But then
That's-
which way is the right order? Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Is it the top then the bottom? What?
I think it's clockwise, and then it's following the first half of the sentence, followed by the second half of the sentence.
But my friends, we're competing with a very powerful, very smart foe. They can do any which way to trick us.
Powerful but not smart!
Oh, I don't know, my friend. You seem quite intelligent to me.
I think you're an idiot too!
Some say.
So, handsome. What do we think about handsome? Other than myself, of course.
I think elders should take precedence.
Yeah. Age before beauty.
Very much so.
That's literally it. It's age before.
Very much so.
Okay, yeah. So that's definitely old man and handsome.
Wait, are these all? Idioms is the term, isn't it?
Yeah, all idioms. Yeah.
Yes.
You got to
So
learn to.
So look
walk
before you leap. So don't act without first considering possible consequences. Is look before you leap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the crawl? You've got to crawl before you can walk. Is that that's
You got to
See,
walk
I
before you
thought-
can
Walk
run.
before
Is
you run.
That's what I
normally.
said. You've got to walk before you can run.
But we don't have a running man. Unless it's hidden around here somewhere. I'm gonna look around.
Certainly.
Oh,
Make me a general perception check as you as you wander around.
That's 18.
Wonderful. With an 18, as you wander slightly beyond the bounds and attempt to step out, you smush your nose straight up against a wall.
Whoa.
It feels like you're outside, but you're definitely in a room.
Some kind of invisible wall. Very
No,
interesting.
just a wall.
Oh.
Straight up a normal physical wall.
Oh, it's painted. Oh, very fancy. Very nice.
No
I
way
expected
of-
some more magical means, but this is very arty.
I ran out of time!
Run out of time? It feels like this would be harder to do. You're a very skilled painter.
It took a lot of time!
Good on you.
So words are fundling your thoughts. I think it's think before you speak.
Yes, think they're all something.
Yeah.
They're all something before, aren't they? Like the idioms are all.
Yeah.
Look before you leap. Think before you speak.
Age before beauty.
Age before beauty. Yes. Old
Yeah.
man. Right. Yes. Yes. So crawling, walking, work, play.
Yeah.
Think,
Thanks.
talk, look, leap,
Yeah.
old.
And
handsome.
handsome. Yeah. Yeah. Should we all agree with that?
Let's do it. Let's
Go.
let's
Yes.
Yay. I really hope we got this right because I feel really smart right now.
Let's dash this baby into the rocks, and then we will. Yeah. So yeah, in order, we'll do it from clockwise. 1,
Yep.
2. So baby. Yeah, baby walking first, hesitantly. Like after that first one goes in, like pause to be like, okay.
Nothing.
Then working and playing. Good. Was it think before you speak? So thinking and talking.
And then looking
Looking
and jumping.
leaping.
Yeah.
Age before a handsome chap.
And as you place the handsome token into it, you do just hear one of the gargoyles just begins to step towards you and just goes, I hate it when they get it the first time. And then puts his hand into his back pocket and holds out a small red gem.
Ooh, fancy.
Take.
Thank you.
Like,
So would you have
like-
killed? So would you have killed us if you got it wrong?
How many backhands can you take?
Quite a few. I've took quite a few in my time.
I mean, depends on how many times you get it wrong.
I see. So you'd have just beaten us to death every time you got it wrong. Nice.
Slowly, yes.
Very fun. Okay. So it's not,
Not
instant
really.
death.
I can't. Not really. I had to stare at the goddamn wall while you proceeded to figure it out first time. Boring.
Must be very frustrating for you. I'm sorry.
Shut up. He just goes and starts picking up the medallions.
Oh, I'll help him. I'll help him out.
If you attempt to help him, he will backhand you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a 2-hit. It's just hits.
Okay.
Cookie, let's.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he just smacks you across the chops. Just don't touch. You got your gem. Get out.
Very well.
Come on, let's just,
Proceeds to continue picking up the medallions.
let's.
I hate it when they get it first time.
We thought of the
Bloody
idea
clever
that we are
clogs.
slightly above average with this intelligence.
walk back to where
Bloody
we came in.
smart adventurers and all this. Smart. Boring. And then as you just about to step through the door, he goes, "Here you go, Clive." Jeff, hold on to it this time.
Yeah, the gargoyle.
And all
What an
you just
interesting
hear the other
gargoyle.
gargoyles going, "Yes, boss. Yes, boss."
What an interesting gargoyle. Very fun.
But yes, you bring yourself.
I imagine we're kind of like, right, so where do you suppose the door is?
Yes, pretty much. It literally just rips you forward every time. It's always stomach first and gives you that sensation of going over a bump. You know, that kind where your stomach kind of lifts and then
Yeah.
sinks back out. It's like, ugh. Well, that was quick.
Yes.
Very fun.
Well, it was. Once we put our minds together, it was all quite straightforward, I suppose.
Yes. There's a reason they go in order.
Very
Oh, is
clever.
there? Who knows?
Did you design these, or did the previous owner design them?
One of them's my creation, but the rest is him.
I look forward to that one.
Why did he make these then? What was the?
He was a dick.
He was under the impression that if he brought friends back and he made it difficult for them to leave, they would need to like him.
Ah, it's a pseudo prisoner kind of Stockholm syndrome kind of a thing.
Where's Stockholm?
There is no such is a term to choose to a captive and a captive and a warden per se. You fall in love with
You're
your
a
captive.
weird fellow, aren't you?
Very much.
I looked
Thank
down.
you.
I didn't realize I was a fellow.
your meat sacks all look the same to me.
I agree with that.
All right. Let's. So, how did he trap you?
He didn't. I'm a
Well,
genie.
he just rubbed the lamp and just didn't let him go as soon as he was dead. I assume.
That's why I
And
held on to you so long. Okay.
And usually what happens is this, and you see him just zip straight back into the urn, and he proceeds to do the whole vigorous vibrating and then shooting off. You see him just jettison into the sky, and then just in a very far distance, you just hear, ding! And then just straight back into the pond. It's like, and that happens every time.
But why didn't you go back into lamp? He used his 3 wishes. Or did you get more than 3 wishes? Have I been mistold?
No, I mean, I'm in the lamp. Why do you think it's stuck on my tail?
That's fair. So, wouldn't we just need to rub the lamp and then...
No, it's a pocket dimension.
Very fair.
We're already.
I don't control anything here. You don't control anything here. That dead asshole spirit controls everything here, and that spirit isn't here anymore.
Where is that spirit?
In the afterlife, I presume.
In the afterlife. So now
Probably
I'm
in
trapped
hell.
here, and I don't have I'm not allowed to undo my master's wishes. You can rub it if you want, but it never works.
Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Rub it.
That note, I'm making my way over to door number 2.
That one's my favorite.
Did you make this one?
That's the one I made.
Wait, we get 1 question, don't we?
You already asked 3, and I've answered 3.
Which questions were those?
Why haven't I left? Why can't I leave? What happens if I rub your lamp?
Very fair.
I was nice. I gave you 3.
You
Maybe
did.
it's a pattern. Why do I always give 3s?
That is a good question. We should look into it together.
You know what I need? I don't need a master. I need a therapist.
We all
He
need one of
proceeds
those.
to just sits on his tail, just like, and just 1,000-yard stares. Just
Come on, let's try and survive room 2.
wonderful. So, as you step towards this one, it has these faint yellow lights that become protruding out from underneath it this time. And again, you feel that familiar lurch as you zoom forward. And you find yourself in a fairly plush little area, well carpeted, with the Djinn standing there eagerly looking at you all.
You've come with us for this one.
Do you bear with me? I have been practicing this one for a long time. This is the first debut. Maestro, the music, please. Maestro? Proceeds to take a little message stone of his pocket. Come on, this is the one thing I made you for. Play the music. God damn it. Music.
I am struggling to tell whether this is an in-game thing or getting music to work on Roll20 thing.
Music.
Oh, good lord.
Welcome, contestants! And now you are here for the Wheel of Misfortune! And as you see, very slowly levers out of the ground, is 2 small mechanical devices lifting this massive golden ornate spinning wheel.
Must be quite heavy.
Faster, you little shits!
It's
not
quite
that heavy, we practice, come on!
Can we see what is doing this? So it's just like...
It's two little mechanical devices that are about this big. They look like gnomes, but like about 5 inches tall. It's going.
I look at my little cat. I look at my big mechanical device and look back at the gnomes. Fascinating.
Now, contestants, who wants to be the first to come forward and earn a gem?
I would love to.
We have a volunteer! Give a round of applause! And you just hear the little mechanical gnomes begin to start clapping, and the thing starts drifting back down again. Didn't say for you to clap! And they start slowly pulling it back up again.
Expect like a studio.
So the game is simple. You roll on this, you run it, it spins, and then you fight whatever comes out of the other end.
Oh, shh.
Do I get to bring my puppies along with me, or no?
You do, yes.
Fantastic.
So with that, I would like you to roll a D100 for me, please.
My good chap, we are educated men. We are not brutes. This really is not.
And that's your mistake for coming into this room. It's Wheel of Misfortune.
Misfortune.
Have a fucking choice.
That's a 2.
Also, you're misgendering one of your friends. It's not very nice. Even I can tell which one the meat bags are.
Oh yes, I am. I look down.
Just needs to flick you on the forehead. Just. I don't have a gender, and even I can tell.
Right. Well, yes.
Cookie just looks down and looks back up. Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
Fascinating.
I forgot. Wonderful. So, you. Oh, well, that's boring.
Oh, should I roll again?
No, it's fine. You only get one roll.
I mean, I have 3 companions.
No, stop trying to cheat the system.
Okay. I just wanted to make it fun for you.
No,
And me.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure one of your friends will die in your place. So,
Oh, I have a
close
question.
your eyes.
Since I'm I have one question. Since I'm cheating the system, can I give one of my companions to another friend of mine so they don't
Not
have
a
to go alone?
chance.
Okay, let's go. I close my eyes. I take off my goggles and close my eyes. By the time I take off my goggles, you guys see I have draconic slits, bright green eyes.
So you two see
As I close
what
them.
was previously a wall begin to pull back and is actually a wall made of glass that has got curtains painted like cobblestone. Very poorly now that you're investigating them a lot closer. And it's actually an observation deck, so you can see this room. With a 2, you lucked out.
Oh,
Aw.
no.
As in the opposite summoning circle away from you, 4 kobolds just suddenly turn up and just.
Ah! Ah! Kill them! I point.
And I would like you to roll initiative, please. They equally don't know where the hell they are.
Oh, I have to click my token, don't I? Hold on. Click token.
For my own sake, I am going to get them to share around.
That's a 6. I've been rolling terribly. I got
Very
an 18 that
nervous
one
about
time.
this stuff.
I'm really sad that I rolled a 2.
9! Wonderful, so they get to go before you. So the kobolds just kind of realize that you're getting your metallic dogs, or whatever they are, to charge at them.
Metallic.
They don't know that they're kobolds that have just been teleported into a random room.
One's a dragon.
They don't know what the hell's happening apart from going, kill them.
I say it in Draconic. I say kill them in Draconic.
So they are all going to attempt to hit whichever one of your. I'm guessing you're sending your steel defender forward first.
I'm sending my Drake forward first. I'm sending
Okay.
Chocolate first.
So move whichever one of the two is your Drake.
Oh, I get to move him. Okay.
Yeah, just move him. Just move it 5 feet forward, just for the
5
sake
feet,
of it. Just so I know which one is which.
The
Wonderful.
smaller one.
The smaller one. So they are all going to... Oh, how cute. So angry. So they are all going to attempt to use their slings to hit it. So I will... A couple of times. It's plan 4. Ooh, the music has stopped. Oh no. Playing the music.
It's very dramatic.
So the first one is a 16 to hit.
Does
then
not
a
hit.
10, an 11,
Nope.
and a 16 again. So none of them hit. Cool. So as you just see, there's a slinging rocks as quickly as they can at this Drake, and the Drake is just sidestepping them quite deftly, and then they all just go and proceed to spread themselves out just a smidge, because they're kobolds. They don't really know much of anything. Over to yourself.
Kill them, I say as my bonus action.
Just like no, kill them.
Oh, if I must.
I immediately forgot which square I pointed out there. Hold on.
It's fine. I'll do it for you. It's fine.
Thank you. Chocolate runs 40 feet forward, full speed.
Mm-hmm.
DM, could I use to control both my dogs, both my dragons, my robot dog? It takes a bonus action. Would you allow me to use my action to control the other dog, or would you just want me to take it?
I will, so long as you don't take any movement yourself. If you focus your entire turn purely on ordering your creatures around, and you can do that. But if you do anything else on any of your turns, you won't be able to control at least one of them. Perfect. I think that's pretty fair.
Cool. Kill them again. and then my turn ends. Their action would be. Actually, no. Wait. So they would stay there. My turn will end. Then they would run forward, and then they would use their action to move forward as well.
Okay. So and that's everything they're doing.
That's
yes?
everything.
Okay. So as this Drake,
I'm just sitting there crossed arms.
The kobolds are kind of like, ooh, because it's a tiny dragon. So like, ooh. The other two, which is the metal monstrosity that is charging them, they're going to attempt to stab it with their daggers. Is going to move to flank, because they are smart enough to do that. So that's a 22 to hit.
20 hits.
And a 23 to hit.
Both hit.
Wonderful. So, not a lot of damage, unfortunately, for me. But we will roll it twice. So that is 3, 6 plus the 2. So that is 10 points of damage from the two of them in totality, as they both proceed to stab at your steel defender. I'm gonna. The two kobolds that are interacting with your Drake, I am gonna see if they can make some wisdom saves to realize whether this is a Drake worthy of them worshipping or not. because they're kobolds with dragons. That one definitely doesn't, and that one definitely doesn't. So as you see this happen, the two on your left are shanking the living daylights out of your steel defenders. Whereas the other two have just gone immediately, dropped on their weapons and got down to their knees and are beginning to pray towards your Drake. They're both prone because they're morons. Because I roll a 6 and a 7. So they are prone. I'm gonna put a yellow on them. Why not? The yellow indicates that they are prone. And that is their turn. They can't do shit.
I look towards the glass. Genie, do I have to kill them, or can I just incapacitate them?
Kill them!
Very well. Continue. I look towards my puppies. Do I have to reorder them to attack, or are they
No,
good
that's
now?
fine. I'm just counting their actions as your entirety of your thing.
Okay, so I can't move anymore.
Yeah, correct. Because you're spending the time telling them what to do. Because I'm guessing just kill them is not enough of an instruction for a steel defender.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't have that much of a level of AI. It has I can get there. Dunk, 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 dunk. Now what?
Yeah.
You know?
Fair enough. So my steel defender is going to attack this one, right here.
Okay.
And then as it does that, the Drake his eyes are gonna flash, and the steel defender's teeth are gonna start dripping with frost.
Ooh.
As it's using his reaction to use empowered weapon, I think.
Yes, that's the one.
It's an 11 to hit.
Doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Dang.
So the kobold, seeing the maw open and these metallic teeth begin to sheen with ice crystals, just manages to step just out of the way of it, just almost in pure terror rather than reflex. Just kind of looking at your metal monstrosity of a dragon, just going.
And then Chocolate is gonna, seeing that these people are not a threat currently, is going to move behind that same kobold that it attacked. Actually, no, it's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna move behind that same kobold it attacked. That just got attacked. Hold on. Alt. And it's going to attack the same one.
Okay, go for it. What are you attacking with, though? Ooh.
With teeth. Teeth and
Tasty.
claw.
So, 20 foot. So, as the Drake opens its tiny maw up and just sinks it straight into the back of this dragon, kobold, sorry, not dragon, kobold. It manages to dig it straight into its ribs and manages to get its jaw into the spinal column. And you just see this kobold just keels over dead with that one single.
Shake.
Yes, then if you're doing that, then it is literally just ragdolling as you're shaking it around.
Just throws it away.
Very instantaneously a corpse.
That's the end.
Cool. So with that then, again, I am going to try and get these two to snap out of it, but they're kobolds, they're not great at this shit. Nope.
13 though.
And no, it's they have a minus in wisdom when it comes to religion. So yeah, no, misses with the attack, misses with the ability to try and figure out whether this Drake is worth worshipping or not. So yeah, you just see the one just with the dagger. Yeah.
This makes me feel bad.
It's fine, but you can proceed to attack them.
I am. Chocolate's going to proceed to bite again, because he's the better one at hitting.
Yeah.
Another 8
And
damage.
Much again, after learning where to attack on the previous one, goes for the exact same attack, manages to get it straight through the spinal column again, and just crack. And you just see that this kobold go from holding this dagger up to just a corpse limp. You still do have your steel defender, and these other two are currently prone.
Yes, I moved 20 feet. So, Chocolate's going to move there.
Yep.
And then Chip is going to move on the opposite side and bite Enio again.
Okay. Do your thing with your advantage.
The things with the advantages.
Yeah, 17 definitely hits.
Cool. And then Chocolate's going to look at it again, and the weapon's going to empower.
Okay. So again, as it opens, there's more, and these frost crystals begin to clamp onto it. The bite doesn't quite manage to grip into the kobold, but the scratch where the teeth are dragged along it immediately bursts into this ice crystal that just kind of snaps the kobold open and becomes a very grotesque looking work of modern ice art, and is now very, very dead.
Very fancy, but also very sad. And then Chip is going to move next to Chocolate.
That's fine.
I
I fully don't imagine this guy is going to do it again because he's rolled terribly for me.
15?
That would be amazing if he didn't have the minuses.
Oh no.
So he kind of looks up and just goes and proceeds to immediately start praying again, just much more furiously this time. Put the poor bastard out of his misery.
I am so sorry. Chip and Chocolate are going to do the same dynamic.
Yep.
Chocolate first because he's better hitting.
Hits. 19 to hit for those.
4.
4 points of damage. So, as Chocolate tries to go for the spinal column again, because this one is praying, so it's moving constantly, it manages to grip in and manages to catch most of it. And you just see this geyser of blood begin to shoot out of this kobold. And it just goes, ah!
Oh God!
It's still alive and still proceeding to attempt to pray to this thing that is currently bit into its back.
This does not feel good to do. I'm gonna do it anyway, but you know.
Yeah, hits.
Oh no, that's a repair. Maybe.
That's fine. So that's fine. So with that, as the second one comes along, he proceeds to put his head back down again, and it just goes straight into the steel defender's maw. Just clunk. And just slump. Just slumps down. And that is that. You hear just a bravo! Bravo! That was very boring, but very entertaining.
I agree. I think.
You killed some helpless creatures. How brave of you.
Yes, that is the sad bit, but you know.
And as that happens, you feel yourself lurch forward again, and you proceed to land on the lovely, comfy carpet. Oh. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done.
Oh, I'm sorry for the blood.
It's fine. Maestro, music, please. Now, who is our next contestant? We have had one who has earned a gem, and he proceeds to swing around a blue gem this time.
A blue gem?
Please take your blue gem. Take it. Take. Who is our next contestant?
I hope you two don't get as bad luck as I did.
I'll look at Sylvester.
I look back at you.
Oh, bloody very well then.
You have a choice. You either spin the wheel or you spend the rest of your eternity listening to my music.
It is good
Please,
music.
please spin the wheel. spin the wheel. Oh.
It's good music though.
Roll a D100.
D100 for me, please.
Yeah. 45.
45.
That's how many enemies you're gonna face.
Yeah, 45 kobolds.
I'm cruel, but I'm not that cruel.
One good place fireball should do it.
And
wonderful.
as I do that, I will like as he spins, I will cast Mage Armor.
Yeah. And he is literally not paying attention to you. He doesn't really seem to care what you're doing. Wonderful. At 45, that is going to be great for me. Or at least better than the last one was.
I do apologize.
Ah, it's fine. It's not your fault that you rolled sack. One day I'll get 100. One day.
Don't say that.
But anyway,
I know my next question.
off you go. And you feel yourself lurch forward like last time.
Right. I'm looking at my surroundings. What are these 4 like posts that are?
They are pillars.
They're just pillars.
And as you begin to land, you see, instead of the 4 little projections of light that ascertained the teleportation of the kobolds last time, you see just one right in the center. And as it comes through, those of you up top can tell immediately it is a moon elf, much similar to yourself, that, again, just kind of looks around and doesn't really know what's happening. He just goes, "The hell are you? Did you bring me here?"
Can we see through the glass or whatever is
No.
to our left?
No, it is opaque on this side. It's basically a one-way mirror. It just looks like a combat arena that you've been dragged into.
We have been drawn here by a Djinn. It is. I think it wants us to fight for its amusement.
And mine.
It's a good thing.
Right.
that-
You strike me as a man of learning, as a person of learning, as a being of learning. Do you know anything of the Djinn? Do you know anything of genies? These creatures.
That mostly that you're not to mess with them. And if I'm here, oh, I'm gonna be the one that gets out. Sorry, friend. But, you may be kin, but I'm the one that's gonna be leaving.
Mind bullets.
Go for it. I will give you an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Just, I was like, oh, as soon as he was thinking about it, I'm like, kill him. So you're allowing me to cast a spell here?
I'm allowing you to cast a spell as a surprise attack.
It's a good thing you can't
Right.
see from the
In that case, it's probably gonna be. Oh no! I know what I'll do. I will do Mind Sliver first. Let's go for Mind Sliver. Mind bullets, Kyle. So it's a DC 15 Oh, he's probably gonna have high intelligence save, or it's.
Let's see how the roll goes.
Oh, fuck.
So as you kind of just twist your hand gently to try to fire forward this Mind Sliver, and he's almost a second too slow to react to it, but catches just the faintest glimpse of you twisting for an arcane suggestion, and just, that's how it's gonna be, huh?
You were literally saying you're gonna kill me.
I was gonna make it quick.
Initiative time.
Roll me some initiative.
Oh, great, 7.
Natural 20.
Oh, this guy's gonna incinerate me.
These are all within the challenge level, just an FYI.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have balanced. I have made sure they are all within challenge level of a single person fighting them.
Okay, has hit in.
Whether they're easy or not is another thing.
Has it done? That it does not.
Wonderful. So he
boy.
is
Oh,
going to
boy.
go first. And is going to attempt to, because unfortunately I didn't make him with a lot of attack spells. Because I'm nice.
Oh, wait, no, I don't think I had access to this spell or cancel spell.
He is going to do much the same to you, and is going to immediately use his action to raise mage armor to increase his AC, but is also going to use his full space of movement to attempt to charge you down. So he is dashing straight forwards towards you.
Dashing straight towards me.
Yes. It is your go.
Why is he armed?
He has a staff.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for everyone who used hydration. I have done the last of my hydration for the moment. We will get some more after the break.
This ain't water. All right. Okay. Does not afraid of getting into hand-to-hand combat either. That's interesting. All right then. Let's go with a wisdom spell and let's cast at level 1 Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
DC 15 wisdom save.
DC 15 wisdom save.
Come on!
Yeah, so that's a 3. So I don't think that's going to beat the 15.
Yeah.
So that is 13 points
damage.
Cool. So what is it that you're whispering towards him in his brain?
Said, you made the wrong choice. We could have worked together, but now you die.
So as you say that, you just see him lurch forward a little bit as this pang very clearly hits him in his head. He remains on his feet.
But uses those feet to move as far as its speed allows, and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Cool. So he can't use his reaction because he's technically dashed and used his bonus action. So on his turn, he will proceed to 30 feet right back, basically to the exact same spot that he started. And
by the way, I also 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Oh, it's too far for me to move. But I will also move 5, 10, 15, 30. I'll move across to my right, heading towards one of the pillars, but I won't get there for any cover or anything like that.
No, so he is going to use, as this is happening, you see him cast his staff in a wide arc in a circle around the front of him. And you see these familiar white orbs begin to form and casts magic missile at you.
Balls.
Balls. It is technically within its range, only just though. So that is 1d4 plus 1 into the target. So he's firing all 3 of them at you. So that is 11 points of force damage as you just get these globules of light that arc as you begin to start trying to get towards the pillar and just hit you square in your back. It's back to yourself, Octavius.
In that case, I will. What can I do? What can I do? What? Any bonus action shenanigans? Oh, I'm very glad I chose all action only spells. That was smart of me, wasn't it? Okay, that's what sorcerer points are for. Okay.
Yes, they are.
I will. I get plus 120 roll thanks to Twitch's chat. Thank you very much, Bree. I assume it's the +1 you're giving to me and not to my enemy.
I hope it's to
right.
me.
Okay. In that case, I will literally put my hand to my head and just throw out my fingers and an actual mind bullets. I will fire out psychic blades as part of the roguey side of me. Literal like mind bullets. Will only be D4 damage if I hit. +3. 15.
Hits.
But I don't
so
get.
you don't currently have
sneak
sneak attack now
for it.
because he knows exactly where you are. So as you throw your hand up, you two have seen this action before and are quite familiar with it. The Djinn, however, just proceeds to plop his face right up to it and just goes, "Oh!"
Oh, so he's joining me next to right in front of
just,
I love this one.
it's like, and this small blade just immediately shoots straight across, and it doesn't appear to do any physical damage, but you just see the moon elf just react like he has been stabbed square in the chest, just trying to catch his breath for it. Is there anything else you're going to do on your turn?
Yes. When I can find the right box for it, I'm going to use a sorcery point to quicken a spell to make it a bonus action instead of an action. And I will cast. Where is it? I will cast Blur on myself, which is
nice.
Which basically is concentration spell. I'm glad I picked lots of other concentration spells and put them in my list. Doing D&D wrong, everybody.
Don't worry, every spellcaster learns the same lesson eventually.
Other people around me to take the hits. So my body becomes blurred. Any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then I will go behind. Then I would go behind the pillar.
So it counts as half cover. So just remember that it's an additional +2 to your AC.
Good. So.
Because I'm trying to get into the habit of reinforcing quarter, half, and full covers.
Yeah.
Which are some quarter is +1, half is +2, full is +4.
Yes.
Or 3/4 cover is +3. It's fairly simple. But I always forget to actually run it, and people always forget to actually do it. So I'm trying to get into the habit of doing it. Cool.
Okay. And then
how long does this moon elf have to attempt to run away?
No, it's just a 1 turn because it's a. Let me. Hold on a minute. Let me just double check. But I think it is just like they have to use their next reaction to do that. It was Dissonant Whispers, wasn't it?
Yes.
Spell save, takes damage, and then moves far, doesn't move into dangerous ground, blah blah blah. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It just has to use its next reaction and to then do that.
So he is going to do much the same as you, except he's going to go this way to this pillar, and uses basically all of his movement to do so, as well as part of his action to do so. And then, because he doesn't really have a lot else left, I don't believe, is going to cast Minor Illusion, and is just going to put what looks like the duplicate of his cloak on either side of him. So you can just about see the cloak on both sides of the pillar, but you're not sure which one is which.
More to the left or more to the right? Which is it? Ooh. Oh, hold. Phone.
That
Okay.
is all that he can do for this turn.
So, bonus action first to help work out which side he's on. Is it bonus action? Yeah, I'm going to use telekinetic shove on him
Okay.
to move him to move him 5 foot, which is a towards or away from me. No, that won't work then because it's only towards or away from me. So it'll just push him into the post or push him away from it, and I'll still not know. Boo. Case I need to reach out with a
And touch faith.
yes, reach out and touch faith. Oh god, all the spells are 60 foot. And he's quite far away.
He is. For those of you,
He is. Yeah, he's about
He
75 feet away from me.
75 feet away from you. Whereas
So,
he doesn't have those restrictions.
Yeah. In that case, I will reach out with chill. I'll reach out and chill touch. Yeah, ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack.
Okay. So
is that something that I will have an issue with because of the illusion or cover?
Yes. So I'm going to count it towards his AC because it's only minor illusion.
Yeah.
So if you beat the AC, then you'll hit. If not, then I'll say that you get the minor illusion.
Certainly. No. That is a natural one.
So as you stretch out your hand, yes, it is technically a fumble rule. So do you want to actually fumble rule it?
Not if something bad is going to happen to me on this one. If that's the case, I'm trying. Yeah. Go on then. Let's see what kind of stupid shit can happen. Then I will fumble rule it. People in the chat, come up with a suggestion. By fumble ruling it, I will still hit, but something bad happens to me as a result of casting this spectral hand, chilly hand on this very extra chilly hand on my opponent. What can go wrong for me?
Yeah. So as this happens with the fumble rule, you audibly hear this just as you do 11 points of necrotic, which is not nothing for a cantrip. And this necrotic damage just kind of seeps through his body. I'm going to give people around a minute to come up with a fumble. If they don't, then I do have an idea just to continue the combat along.
Next time you cast a cold-based spell, you take half the day.
Yep, that was pretty much similar to what I was going to go for, so we will go with that.
Okie dokie.
So as it does so, you feel these little shards of ice just build on your hand that you use to stretch out and cast, and it feels stiff and uncomfortable, but apart from that, you don't really notice much for the time being.
And I will just be generally fuming and just start walking towards him.
Cool.
Because I'm an idiot.
So with that, he is going to do the same thing. and is going to run you down straight away.
Jesus.
And then is going to cast Thunderstep on himself. To immediately bamf himself straight back to where he's from. But
That's not even an attack roll, is it? That's just a thing
Nope.
that happens.
It's just a thing that happens. So bear with me because I need to remind myself what the hell Thunderstep is in terms of damage. I think it's D10.
Oh no.
You're gonna kill him, chat.
I'm trying my best not to.
Well,
No, chat is gonna kill him.
the World Magic Table competition challenge has just been met.
Is the genie getting a bit
Wonderful.
bored?
Right. Well, bear with me 1 second. Let me do this. So it's a 1d10.
I was
It's
planning
one?
to activate it
Oh.
during
Oh.
Sarah's go.
Oh, lucky
Did you?
you. So you take 1 point of thunder damage as he just bamps back. It technically is on myself because I'm the one casting magic, so it is about to explode on him. So let's roll a D100.
Never mind.
We have
20.
we regularly have a challenge where you can people watching can contribute to it, and once it is reached, a roll on the Wild
I was gonna
Magic
say,
Table is made.
Ben, I have a new Wild Magic Table if you want to know what mine is as well.
I would, but I will
Hmm.
do it next time if that's
Cool.
okay, just because I have this one up. So as this happens, Phil, I need you to make a dex save for me if you can,
Oh my
please.
God. 5.
So as you take this only the 1 point of thunder damage, it kind of wobbles you enough, but you feel the passing ley lines just kind of warp and stretch out as this slash of magic just lands in the middle of this area. The floor in the 20-foot area that you were in becomes slippery and greasy as grease has been cast on the space where he was.
Oh, he's greased himself.
No, he is fine. He managed it because he gets out of that space immediately, but the grease was here.
Okay, am I in it, or is it like to the edge of where I am?
So you are technically in it.
Ugh.
This is a 20 foot, which is there. So I'm just going to say that you're just on the edge of it, just to be nice. Don't worry about it being like circular. It's fine. It's a wild magic thing. We can call it. It's just weird terrain.
I've never seen square grease before. Very interesting.
Yeah, I know. But you are currently on your backside. You will have to spend
I
some
fall
of
prone
your...
immediately. Yeah.
You had a 5, so if you fail in grease, you fall prone.
Yeah.
So
Smash, bang.
Sarah, I feel like you have audible laughter.
Yeah.
I just read what mine was, and it would have been quite funny.
Next time.
Yeah.
Cool. It is back to your go, Octavius. He has done everything that he can.
Okay.
Just so you know, when he got very close to you, you could see that he was bleeding quite heavily.
Okay then. In that case, is it a saving throw? It is not. As part of my Moon Elf heritage, I have Death's favor.
Yes, you do.
I will basically. He just hears in his head. I hope you find that funny, but you're looking pretty tired. And I will cast sleep on him.
Okay.
I really, really hope it works.
Okay, so just pop it up for me, just so I have it. What is it? I can never remember the sleep.
I don't think it's a save.
What do I need to beat?
I roll the
Okay.
I roll the dice, and if his hit points are under that number, he falls asleep.
Okay, go for it.
Hopefully, long enough for me to get off my ass and not fall over constantly. Roll high.
Bear with Doran. I'll get to you in just a moment.
Is that the spell? No, that's not. That's a dexterity save. So 5d8. 20. 2 1s in that. 22.
Damn. So as you hear this, and you're on your back. You just see and just slump against the pillar. Yes, Doran.
Can
Sorry,
elves?
1 second, Phil.
Can elves in this universe sleep?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
We
have different versions of elves.
Does
Yes,
sleep
asterisk,
work?
so
Yeah,
just
does
making
sleep
sure.
work on elves?
Sleep works on elves. It doesn't work on all of our elves, but it does work on
Right,
these
okay.
elves.
Okay, well, it works on that one. That is useful because he will then be asleep long enough, hopefully, for me to get off of this grease. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I get to there. It lasts a minute. I don't think there are saving throws on this. It's just until.
Yep. He is.
Okay, so I can do that. And then as he's
He
asleep.
is very heavily bloodied. Now that you're looking at him, he's probably on death's door anyway. And he's just slumped.
Then I'll do
straight up against.
the most sorcerous thing of all, and I will take my dagger and I'll slit his throat.
Okay.
Looking at the window.
just roll me some damage then.
It might not even be enough, to be honest, because it's technically it'll be a D4, won't it?
Yep, just
Sneak
roll
attack.
me some damage.
Yes,
You do technically have sneak attack, yes.
that is true.
He's looking at me.
So what do I? Yeah, do I add? What do I do? Do
No,
I just do the damage
roll it like you normally would, and then it'll come up on the screen with your sneak attack damage in addition.
Okie dokie. Dagger. Sneak attack damage. 4
Nice.
piercing. Because I look at the window, I'm not actually paying attention. I just cut him down the shoulder.
So as you do, you may be cutting down the shoulder, but you do manage to nick an artery in his throat, and the body just slowly slides down the pillar and just slumps and is dead. Yeah, 2 hit points left.
Oh,
Nice.
And
Greasy,
that
bloodied.
It's for yourself. So as
hop.
that happens, you have this weird feeling in your hands, but you get suddenly bamfed.
Like my circulation's gone to pot.
Yeah. Straight back to this uncomfortable area. And with that, everyone, just before we do go any further forward, we are going to go for a quick break, if that is okay, because we have been here for about 2 hours. So we will be back in 15 minutes. We will be back at 10:30, and then we will continue on with whatever our city druid is going to do. Catch you all in a bit.
Yes, guys.
Hello again, everyone. Thank you for waiting for us. Thank you for getting us to hydrate. We needed our quick little pee breaks because we're old people. Well, the bottom 2 aren't, but me and Phil are, and we have tiny bladders, and we needed to go pee. We are old men.
I'll be sharing with you.
Yes, exactly. Sharing is caring, darlings. Sharing is caring. For those of you just coming to join us back, we are currently in the middle of a combat encounter room. It is the Wheel of Misfortune. A rather lonely Djinn has been trapped inside the area of one of its former masters and has decided that if anyone is going to come and break in, well, they're going to have to slowly earn their way back out. It's the Wheel of Misfortune! That was well timed. And this time it is over to Sylvester, who is the last person who is going to be going into combat. So,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations! You managed to get yourselves out of... I don't know. Why am I doing that voice? I feel like I'm one of those old-timey peoples. You know what a radio is, people? Is that in this world?
Do I know what a radio is?
We don't know.
No? Okay. Ignore that. Anyway. Roll the wheel.
A 38.
38. So, with a 38...
My Octavius, you are covered in grease and blood.
It was messy in there.
It's very rare to see you in this state.
With, again,
Yes,
another
I'm sure
lurch
you've
of you
been doing it a lot, I'm
pulling
sure.
forward. You feel yourself just bammed forward. You'll have to bear with me because I just need to find this one because
Number
You
38.
Fine. You don't have
they
to
couldn't be
find it.
exactly in order, could they?
I had to feel that it's like, you know, when you got those like at the dry cleaners and all the clothes come round on like hangers. There's just like a huge pocket dimension with all these creatures on like hangers.
On a conveyor belt.
Gonna
You know-
rotate around until you find the next one.
You know, in Monsters Inc., we got all the doors. They have
Yeah.
literally doors in the quiz show that open up
Yeah.
when they reveal what's behind
Shit
that door.
Here's what we could have got from door number 1. Where is it? I know I put it in here somewhere. There it is. So, as you see this light that you've seen twice before now begin to appear, you see a small feline just land and look very confused
How are we gonna make
as to wherever it is.
Sarah kill a kitten?
Fuck, that would be tough.
Is that a lion?
It's a lion.
Cool, cool,
But
cool,
it's a
cool.
very small lion.
Cool, 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 cool.
It counts as a small creature.
Oh, that
Oh.
I am instantly suspicious, Sarah. I don't know about you.
As this character, yes. As Sarah right now, I was not suspicious, but now I am. Okay. Can I do a quick investigation or nature?
I'm actually gonna ask you to make a your passive is at 15, isn't it, or 16?
16. Oh wait, for what?
16.
Insight.
Perception.
Perception.
16.
Cool. So the small little thing that appeared in front of you catches your attention for a moment, but then just at the corner of your eye, it immediately gets changed to what also got brought through with it.
Not fair.
What the shit is that?
Roll a survival check to see whether you know what it is.
Oh, that's not fair. I know what it is.
It's doable.
I don't
It's
know what it
doable,
is. I don't know what
no,
it is.
But you lot up there can to roll it as well if you want.
15.
Oh god, I think I know what it is as well.
I know. I think this is the first creature I've ever fought in D&D.
18.
Yep.
Is it a manticore?
It is not a manticore. It is a chimera.
Ah.
Literally the first. Oh.
As you two look at it, you can see this thing is stunted. It is not quite right in how it looks, but it is definitely a chimera.
This is going to be fun.
It currently hasn't clocked where you are and is just proceeding to look for its child.
Oh. No, because I don't
is
want to
over
hit
here.
it.
This Djinn is a bastard.
Thanks, I know!
Wait, no, that was Philip thinking. That was.
Who said I can't hear it here
Octavius is
too?
also a bastard.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, 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 cool.
Fuck.
I got an idea. Fuck, but I got an idea. I want, if I can do a spell straight away,
Mm-hmm.
I
It
want to
currently
cast.
isn't even looking towards you.
I want to cast Hold Person, so I trap both of them together on that spot.
Hold person only works on a person, if I believe.
Is it? Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
trying
it's a
to.
humanoid. Like it would be hold creature or something
Monster.
like that. Hold monster, yeah.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do then instead is cast Pass Without Trace and on myself, and then stealth
Cool.
my way around.
Yep. Then roll a stealth for me then.
So that'll be a +10 to.
I highly doubt he's going to see you unless
So
you do very bad.
let's be a 25 +4, yeah.
Yeah, that beat is passive.
Cool. So then I'll start making my way slowly around.
Cool.
Just
As you proceed to get closer to it, even with an 8, because you are a druid, you would have heard of these kinds of creatures. You can see that one of the heads is obviously a chimera. For those of you who don't know, is a lion, goat, snake thing. It's an abomination of nature. Essentially, is what they're supposed to be. They can be a combination of any kind of creature that the DM chooses, but the typical one is a goat, lion, and snake. The snake head is completely missing. And is what looks to be some kind of cauterized wound where the head was, and the goat has this massive like slash and like scars that are all down the one side of its face that is missing the majority of flesh. This thing has clearly seen battle before and isn't 100%. But still a big boy.
yeah.
Or girl. Big girl.
Okay. So
She
I
a
want
chonk.
try and do. I want to get like pretty much like right behind it.
Yep, that's fine. Well, you're well above the passive with that, so.
And then I want to argue what animal I can turn into.
So you are a level 7, so technically that should be a CR.
It's meant to be
3?
half. No, so it's half, but because of my choice, I think I went moon. It's a CR2. So
Okay.
which is good. But
it's a one shot. I am a willing for you to anything that is within a CR2. I am a willing for you to have.
okay, so then I want to turn into a giant constrictor snake because I can see the Djinn and I can imagine that he's pretty much a snake. But that's my theory behind it. So, and I'm basically just going to turn into like this giant snake and lunge over top and then just full on be a snake.
Okay, so giant constrictor snake classes as a gigantic creature, if I remember correctly.
I get
It was
stats.
a large creature.
Huge.
Huge creature. So I only have tiny snakes, which you're going to go over there for a second. And tiny snack is going to miraculously become a much larger snack.
I'm a little snake.
That is controllable by Sylvester. So I'm going to put you over here just for the sake of it, and you become this big old snake that you are able to control. Your pass without a trace is going to drop the second you do this.
That's fine. I just wanted to sneak over close enough to get to it. So.
Yeah. That's fine. So as you see your comrade just begin to fall and expand rapidly into this massive anaconda, you see this severely previously injured chimera just kind of turn and proceeds to give a very low kind of guttural growl that I can't do today because my throat is wrecked. But yes, roll me some initiative, please. You need to use the initiative for the cobra, because or the giant anaconda or whatever it is, because you are taking on its traits.
21.
Nice.
I need to be a snake more often in D&D to get high on initiative.
Giant anacondas are really, really good.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
Your anaconda don't.
Your anaconda don't.
I kind of don't want none.
Unless you've got buns, hun.
Did Octavius get a crystal when he came out?
Yes, he would have.
Okay.
We just went straight back into... Terrible. So it's only a 3 on its initiative. And what about yourself, Sarah? 21. You didn't click on
21.
your token.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Forgot that I was.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I'll add it.
Sorry.
Because
I'm used to being rolling in D&D Beyond. I was in roll 20. So I actually rolled it in roll 20. Yeah.
No problem. 21. So yes, you are much higher up the initiative.
Okay.
So you go first.
So I want to do a melee attack to constrict it. So it's a +6 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I only need a 10. God damn. So that's a 10 to hit, which probably misses.
Yes. Unfortunately for you, does miss.
That's all I can do. I can only have one action.
Okay. Okay, so the Chimera, having lost one of its main weapons, which is the snakehead, which is, for those of you at home who are keeping track, isn't actually a snakehead, it's actually a drake head and has fire breath, but, you know, I'm not that cruel to my party.
Yeah, you are.
I hold my drake, my small drake.
Why does everyone keep telling me that I'm cruel when I actively kneecap myself every time that I play against you guys?
I don't know.
That I can't help that. I can't help the random number generator rolled in a natural
This
20.
is exactly what I mean, Ben.
It's a random number generator. It's my fault.
Oh.
Well, it's gonna attempt to slash at you. Anyway, so does a 27 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Sick. Yeah, so
Not
the
20.
Chimera. Yeah, it's a natural 20, so the Chimera swings around and it's just gonna scratch upwards with its claw. It is 2d6. So that's 18, 23 points of slashing damage.
Cool. Snake is still around.
Yeah, it doesn't have multi-attack because it's so viciously injured. Again, I could be cruel and tell you that I have multi-attack, but it doesn't. But yes, it's just going to slash upwards with you trying to lash past. It is presently just trying to block you from getting towards its young.
No.
Back to yourself.
I gotta go and bite at it. My main focus is on the big boy. It's another +6 to hit. There. It's a natural 20.
Another natural 20.
So the anger at being slashed with such intensity has set the snake off and is apparently going to natural 20 straight back. Cool. Roll me some damage.
So we just doubling it, aren't we?
Straight double, yes.
Cool. So it's oops. Oh fuck. So that's 12, 24, 26.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does the snake have constrict as well?
Yes, but I don't know how that works exactly because it's in two separate.
put it up in the thing, and I'll read through it now. So as the slash comes down, the snake just twists its head and bites straight back, and manages to take a clean chunk out of this chimera. So it's just a straight attack. So it acts like the bite. So you basically attack to hit, and then it gets grappled, and then it's grappled until it breaks free from the check. Which so basically it's just an attack, but then once you're in it, you basically just continuously squeeze and do the damage.
Cool. But I'm gonna do one attack per go.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just I thought you had a second attack, and obviously you were saying all I can do is bite. I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
If you constrict, I'm guessing that's going to make it easier to do damage if it works.
Yeah.
Which is like a grappling.
Cool. So with that, the goat head is going to attempt to swing at you as you come in for the bite, as you catch in its side. This thing is wounded, but it is by far the hardiest fight that is going on here.
Yeah.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Hits, yeah.
Yeah. But it is only a D4. 1. And I imagine you're going to beat the strength save, so make a strength save to see whether you move back 5 feet. You know,
don't.
the massive goddamn snake.
Is this a +4? No.
Okay, so despite being a massive snake, you get pushed back 5 feet with the goat's headbutt. Even though it doesn't do a lot of damage, it must have hit you on the snoot or something.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
just
recoiled.
more than anything.
Bitch! But yes, back to yourself. It is, again, proceeding to try and get in the way of its young. It is not moving anywhere.
Yeah. I'm going to, again, lunge forward just 5 feet and do a constrict then.
Okay. Go for it.
No. I'm just going to bite it in future.
Cool. So we're just going to go
Yeah,
back
that's right,
again because
8. So,
so now it is the bite of the lion, because I basically said that I have to do each one of them in turn, and they all have different damages to try and balance it out against you guys. That's going to miss, I think. That's a 13 to hit. Hits? Ooh.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
Snack, big snack.
Yeah, giant creatures, low AC.
Yeah, but I was thinking your DC with your dex would be high enough to push it quite far up.
No. Dex is only a +2.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. So this is D6. So that's 9 points of piercing damage as it bites down into your abdomen. Well, I mean, snakes are mostly abdomen. I don't quite know where else to say other than the head.
Just put
managed to get a nice chunk out of you.
Okay.
You still up as a snake?
Yeah, still up.
Cool. Then it's back to yourself.
Back to a good old bite. Yeah, see, I'm just biting.
Hits.
Like, it's a 24 anyway.
Yeah.
And then just 2d6 +4. So that's 8 points.
Oof, that's not the best roll you could have had. Cool. So you bite back, and it is basically, for all of the spectators in the thing, is just these two massive creatures just repeatedly biting each other. It is going to attempt to slash you again. Fortunately for it is not going to do too good a job. I can guarantee that. Knew it. So that's technically a 10 to hit, but it's going to miss.
Yeah, I know. This is.
So it tries to slash at you and misses with it. So back to yourself again.
I want to do one more constrict.
Go for it.
Come on.
That's 11.
It hits.
Really? Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hasn't got a high AC. It's got a lot of health, but it hasn't got a high AC.
Hugs.
2d8 plus 4.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 4.
That's 14.
Nice. So as you proceed to wrap yourself around this chimera, just gonna put it there just so you can still see it. No, we'll put it there and then put that one will do. Even though you for some reason can't see it. It is currently grappled and cannot move. And because you've grappled it, I am going to get you to roll a d6 and halve it. And I'm going to say that whichever one out of those it is, it loses that ability to do that attack. Because it has 3 attacks that it can do. Cool. So it loses its claws. Fantastic. My highest damage weapon. Wonderful.
Hugs.
That's a 9.
Neck hugs.
Yeah.
So,
So
again,
the snack hugs is so as this happens, it's trying and bite at you or stab you with its horns, and it just can't quite seem to get the right angle on you because of how you've constricted it. So you now technically do that roll your damage again for your constrict automatically because you're automatically hitting
11
because it didn't attempt to get out.
11 points then as I just squeeze it a bit tighter.
Yeah. So as you do that, you hear the cracking of the bones underneath it. Just
You physically see the snake's head do that gag reaction.
yeah. So it is going to attempt to use its strength to try and get out this time. Probably not going to, honestly, because for some reason my roll's always bad when it comes to this. It's an 18 to get out.
Gets out.
Okay,
Yeah, gets out.
cool. So it manages just to kind of squeeze itself out and jump out, but it counts as his action to do that because it is a contested grapple check. No, actually, you need to roll a contested check with me because it's the DC for when you do it.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yes. So roll a contested strength check for me.
18.
Cool. So you take precedent because that is how it always happens. Player always takes precedent if it's the same roll. So it technically is still grappled and it cannot do anything for its turn. So roll me some damage.
Another 11.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to squeeze it in Jungle Book with Mowgli where it wraps up and you have the
Yes.
whole little movement in the air, that sort of situation.
Yeah, no problem. So as you see the snake just coil and coil and coil, and then just muscle becoming incredibly taut on this snake, and then just silence from within.
That was the easy part of the fight.
Yes, it was.
Now this is the emotional part that I don't want to do.
Mama.
Yeah, Mama is now dead.
I'll look at the Djinn. So that's that task completed. Yes.
Did he just have to kill one? Did she have to kill just one kobold?
Yes, they were defenseless. I did have to murder them. It would be only fair you killed the baby.
Did you murder a man that was sleeping?
Yes, but it's not a.
Get away from me with your morals.
That's true. Kill the child. Scream through the glass. Oh no, I don't need to do that. I'm telepathic. I literally. It just. Oh god! Just to make it even better for you, Sarah. I haven't got time for this. Get on with it.
You absolute dick.
Meow. Meow.
Oh, I think I literally telepathically project into your mind as well.
Claps in the brain.
I'm the worst.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do the quickest way possible. Let's stay the snake, and I'm gonna bite it to try and end it. 'Cause you can even see a single tear drop down. They don't even cry, but somehow the snake is crying.
Monster.
I don't want to do this. I'm doing it. It's a 23.
Roll some damage.
It's a 8.
Oh,
It's gonna be slow.
As you bite down towards this creature, it manages to get slightly out of the way as you were trying to do it, and you take a massive gash down its side. And it just kind of slumps and gets itself back up. It is going to share its parents' initiative and is going to attempt to slash at you.
Okay, that
It's
makes
not
it
bad.
less. That makes it less if it's attacking me back.
it attacked you earlier.
Cool. It manages to claw at you, and it does no damage. Its
It
claws are
was-
not sharp enough to do anything to you, but it's just clawing at you.
Oh.
I'm just gonna bite it again.
Just a delicious little
Yep.
treat.
Roll
Nom,
your
nom, nom.
damage.
That's an 8 again.
And with that, the second time the mouth comes down, you just hear the... As you just feel the bones just crunch in your maw. You can either let it go, or you can swallow it.
I'm letting it go. I'm not. If I swallowed it, the snake will throw up.
Cool. You let it go, and it's just this broken heap of flesh on the ground. And you just hear the Djinn just go, "Good job! You did it!
That was depressing.
You killed a helpless animal! Twice!
I hate this.
Change back now, please.
We
No.
all killed something helpless.
Alright, I'll change back.
Change back or you get left here."
I'll change back.
Cool. So as
You're no longer a cold-blooded snake. You're now just a person.
yes,
Person, yeah.
as you get bamfed back, he's just standing there good. Snakes. I like snakes. Good choice.
I looked at Phil's character. I was like, "You ever clap your hands at me again, even in my mind, I'll fucking turn into a snake again, and I don't want to." Okay.
Well, you're very good at killing things like in that form, I suppose.
Mm.
Sorry, we just needed to expedite the situation. I was concerned your morals might put you at risk from the other snake in the room.
I
Snake's
don't
delicious.
care. They could have stayed there for as long as they wanted. Doesn't bother me. I'm immortal.
Would have been boring though.
I mean, for you,
Anyway,
watching something in perpetual torment, trying to figure out whether it should kill a young animal or wait for it to eventually grow up and then murder them. That sounds endlessly entertaining to me.
Honestly, I wonder how that would work. Yes, would be quite interesting.
Yes.
have we advanced beyond this horrifying game?
I believe you owe us 2
Yes.
gems.
Yes, I do. You have your red one, you have your blue one, here is your white one.
Thank you.
And it's just good. And then we have the
Green one.
I gave you the red one, gave you the blue one, gave you green, the yellow one.
Yellow.
I just kind of walks up to you, Sylvester, and just kind of just proceeds to tap you with it and just, take it. Take the gem.
Someone else take the gem. I'm not taking this gem.
Take your blood money.
I take the gem.
Thank you.
Do I explode?
Wonderful. With that then, let us go on to your next trial. And with that, everyone, we're going to call it there for the week. Sorry for ending it on somewhat of a macabre note.
Yay! Let's kill.
We cannot because we have
I
just been
knew
raided
it.
with 9. Hello,
It's a
everyone.
goblin raid.
Carry on.
Hello, Scar. Hello, Bandit King. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Goblin Raiders. You just missed Sarah having to murder an helpless pussycat.
My cat is generally crying.
You made a druid kill a kitten.
I know I'm a city druid,
Yes.
but now I
Still
understand
druid.
my hippie brothers.
How cute is a chimera cub, though? That is.
It looked like a lion cub.
Oh,
It was mistaken as a baby.
It hadn't had the opportunity to grow into a chimera yet. So yes, it proceeded to bite a kitty to death, and it, unfortunately for the druid, couldn't kill it in one hit because they rolled low.
Made it worse.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Yes, so as you all bamf right back to the lobby.
We have now 4 gems. Red,
Ye-
blue, yellow, and white.
For those that have just joined us, we were enticed by off the path by a road made of emeralds. It led to a cottage, which led to this pocket dimension carnage, but chaos of it's a Djinn, yeah.
Yes.
It is a Djinn, yes.
Who is very happy to have some company to play with because it appears to enjoy luring greedy people into its pocket dimension and then forcing them to take on a number of task rooms where they usually end up dying because that brings it some kind of enjoyment because it appears to be trapped here. It says that it doesn't want to leave. I didn't.
Maybe it's forced to say it doesn't want to leave.
Our first room was a puzzle room, and the second room was sort of with the wheel of misfortune because it ended up us having to fight various small kobolds, just a random wizard plucked from somewhere else, and a chimera and its innocent little cub. You're a monster, Sarah. You're a monster.
Absolute monster.
It was a roll table.
But all of our people ended up.
None of it.
All of our people ended up being helpless at the end.
Yeah.
You
Phil's
did.
was sleeping, mine was praying, and Sarah's was a baby.
Hey, whatever gets us out of here, you know.
So, I believe you have some questions you want to ask this time.
I do.
Sure, go ahead.
What was 100 on the table? On the
On the wheel.
On the wheel. What was 100?
So 100 on the wheel is it's my personal favorite. It's I think in common you call it a death tyrant.
Ooh, do I know what that is?
Make a Arcana or Religion check for me.
16.
A death tyrant is a malformed lich. It is a lich that was in the process of going through the conversion process, but got interrupted. So it is just a malicious spirit that basically controls its skull. They are very grim.
That would have been very interesting to see.
So we survive all 4 of these rooms. Do we get to go back to where our world, our plane of existence?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I didn't make the rules. Blame the skeleton.
What's the liquid in the pool?
It's a healing potion.
Really? Very interesting. That's very
Can I insight check that? I mean,
Sure.
I think he's telling the truth, but I rolled, but I only rolled a 10. So
You think he's telling the truth?
It didn't do much for the dead guy in the pool with his healing potion.
You died in the healing potion.
Yeah, because I
You
did
still have enough hair.
Drown, I guess.
because I made him drown in it. Healing potions heal your wounds. I stopped his muscles from being able to work, so he drowned in it.
But he felt great when he was dying.
Yes.
Well, there are worse
I'm
ways
here.
to go, I suppose.
It's like this thing called morphine. It oh no, you don't have that in your world yet, do you?
Yet?
Ignore that.
You know the future?
Future, past, time is not as linear as you mortals seem to make it seem.
It is
The
quite
future. What's in
weird.
our future?
I don't know what's in your future.
Well, you suck as a psychic then.
I didn't say I was a psychic. I just said that I've been to different portions of the future.
It's not how it works. Well, yes, I mean, you seem to be...
Excuse me, little mortal man, and he just slides all the way down to your eye level. Just, are you telling me how my concept of corporeal time works?
Yeah, I am, because it sucks, and you suck.
No, that was me for
Oh,
being
was it?
me for being like, that's not how it works.
Tell him he sucks.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, Phil?
Shit. Oh, non-natural 20.
Cool. So you get this kind of burst of psychic energy. I'm going to get you to roll a d6 to see what it is that you get, because I already prepared this in the past. Because I knew you were going to be a dick when I brought this up.
5.
So you get this flash of an image. It looks like some kind of metal square. It's got this nice chromatic finish to it, and there's this long black piece of string that is coming out of it. As the time goes by, you begin to smell something. It smells warm and comfortable, and after about 30 seconds you hear a pop as 2 pieces of bread fly out the top of it, and then you come back to yourself.
Wait, that bread was cooked. What?
It was twice.
What?
Future.
Octavius looks intrigued and terrified at the same time.
I look at my robot Drake.
That's. How would the box heat that?
Future.
Also, I started writing notes in case this was some kind of hit. Fuck you, Ben.
I wanted to see how long I could keep you going for with that.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, Scarlet Quinn. The Artificer has a Drake and a Steel Defender Drake.
I am a Drake Walker, or I'm a Drake Warden, Ranger. So it gives me a Drake, and I'm also a Battlesmith Artificer, which gives me a battle,
Yes.
which will give me.
And as you can see in Doran's background, there is the literal Steel Defender themselves, with their cone and everything.
Poor kitty.
My poor baby.
More robot than cat. We can rebuild them. We have the technology.
More lamp than cat now.
But yes, you just had a vision of the future, which is a toaster.
Terrifying. Like,
Toast.
we should.
Great.
Right.
Questions?
Let's do it.
Questions.
We're gonna do room 3 next. Could you give us a
That's
clue?
usually how numbers work.
What clue could you give us about this next room?
You're not going to enjoy it.
What are the crystals for?
The thing that you'll find in the next room will give you that answer. I am under absolutely no obligation to help.
So should we do the fourth room before the third room?
You can certainly try, and I can guarantee it's not going to go well for you.
And let's do number 3 then.
Let's do number 3.
Just a quick question before we go. So you said that the spirit is what created this place, and it's what's tied you here.
No.
And the spirit's not here anymore.
When he was alive, he created this place.
Right, but
And
the
then,
spirit.
then he wished himself to be dead. So I
Okay.
made him dead.
So then the spirit went away, but you're still
Yes.
controlled here. What if it's not a spirit, but the body that's still here? So if we somehow survive this and we remove the body, would you still be here?
Probably I can't get out of the pocket dimension.
Are you powering this entire place with your magic?
No, I've already created it. This just is a place now.
I see.
And again, you all don't seem to be understanding. When I was out there, I had to do what other people wanted me to do.
Yes.
While I'm here, none of you can tell me what to do.
Yes.
Well, we're not
It may
trying
be
to tell you what to
limited.
do.
It may be limited freedom. It's more freedom than I've ever had.
How do we free you?
You can't.
That's quite a shame.
That's life. Learn to
Right.
deal with it.
Quite. To room 3 then.
But how would the box heat the? Yes, room 3.
If you want, Octavius, I can look into it for you when this is all over.
Yes, because we'll get out of this. We'll get out of this, and we'll shock the world with our bread heating machine.
Again, I look at my robot, literal robot.
If we survive this, we just become rich from
We'll
selling
call
little
it
stuff.
I'll call it the bread heater or something.
On the road.
Cool. So as you
Robotic
approach this
fire.
door, the thing that you've seen the 2 previous times with these gentle little lights floating out underneath the doors, this time there's nothing.
How disappointing.
There's
The door is closed. It is
Does
there,
it-
but the door is closed.
Because it's indifferent. It's number 3. It doesn't care.
I see. Very fun.
We just should open. So.
You
Is it locked?
put your weight on it and doesn't move. It never said that this room wasn't a puzzle room.
Oh, the room we're in is the room. I see.
One of them.
what is there anything noticeably different about this door compared to the others?
Yes. So this door is made of metal and stone, whereas the previous ones were made of this fashionably ornate wood. As you look down it, there is a number of symbols that are carved into each of the little areas. I am going to ask what languages everyone speaks and what their general level of intelligence is.
That's
What
still
language
what
is-
language he doesn't.
What language don't I speak? I speak 12 languages, Ben.
How have you done this? I don't
List them off. Let's see whether you have the one you need.
I have Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Draconic, Dwarvish, Giant, Halfling, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Cool. So, in Primordial,
Yay!
it
You know that too, Ben, don't
says
you?
Yay!
step by step, note by note, rhythm by rhythm. Enjoy your journey. or you won't.
I also have 18 in intelligence.
You type that
Wonderful.
out.
Yeah.
Someone type that out in the chat.
I've got you, don't worry. Sorry, everyone. I am not able to copy and paste it for some reason, so I am just typing it out manually for everyone.
Oh yeah, I have so many languages. When I got to
How did you get that many languages? Did you take a background that gives you more?
I took archaeologist, will give me 2. I believe.
So it's step by step, note by note, stone by stone. Enjoy your journey, or you won't.
I know. Enjoy your...
Tell me when you're ready.
Right.
Okay.
You ready to go into the corridor?
Yes.
Okay.
3. They've read you. You can open up now. You just kind of see the slime just slump a little bit, and the door just gently pans open.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so indifferent.
it is very indifferent. And as you step into this corridor, unfortunately, I don't have a map ready just yet for this because I was expecting this to probably take place next week because I really anticipated that you weren't going to be able to get through this evening. You step into a long corridor that has, bear with me one moment, 7 raised stones set into the ground. These look like cobblestone, but are this kind of, not a mirror sheen, but they are sheened very, very well, very cleanly for the type of stone that they are. Along the walls, there are various inscriptions that are carved into the walls in small segments. You would recognize these, Doran, with the cacophony of languages that you speak. They are all languages alphabets, but it is only specific letters of those alphabets. It's all repeated the same ones on every single one of them. And it is A, B, I'll let you write it down. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
Where's my piano?
Yes, Jem. That's a
I got it.
Cool.
Hey, tell that to everyone.
Yeah.
Are we going to have to sing for this one?
So, step by step, note by note, stone by stone. Enjoy the journey or you won't. So, from my knowledge of music, it's a music note scale system where we'll have to press in a certain order to make a tune with the stones using the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Which are the notes?
As in, we'd have to press the 3 A's in order, the 3 B's in order, the 2 C's, 2 D's.
I'm assuming we'll have
Etc.,
to
or-
Make
step on the
music.
stone. Yeah, we have to make music.
Yeah, sorry, they're paving slabs. Yeah, they.
Yes, they are paving slabs.
So we have to step on to the slabs, I think, in a specific order.
Getting some horrible Squid Game vibes right here.
Would we like one of my pets to do it for us?
Well, is there anything around to give us a clue on what the song will be?
It is just those letters repeated.
Hmm.
Repeated constantly. It is.
How are they laid out?
So it's. What's that? Sorry.
How are they laid out in front of us?
They are laid out in sequence, but it is essentially a 2 to 3 feet gap between each of these raised stones. There is area on either side of them, and then it's just the walls as far as you can see down until it gets to a door that is just sheer metal.
Because you can all in flats and shops. It's just the white keys.
I do not know music.
Shall we touch one of them and see what it does?
We would start with an A then.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's no specific tune that they've given us.
Robin, yeah.
Chocolate is gonna step on one.
Cool. So as Chocolate proceeds to climb forward and steps on one, nothing happens. The stone
Maybe.
doesn't move.
Is there
Yeah.
like in the room? Is there like a path the letters are leading to? Like, is there a doorway at the end?
It's a straight corridor. Straight corridor. So there is a raised stone gap, raised stone gap, raised stone gap, raised stone gap, and right at the far end there is a door. But
I
the door
assume-
is just sheer metal.
I assume if we step on the wrong one, it collapses and we die or something.
Yeah. But how do we know which one's the wrong one?
Trial and error. My
Mm.
favorite way to figure something out.
Ollie, so did you say there were 7 raised stones, or there's a set
7
of...
raised stones. 7 raised stones.
Yeah. And on... So the first one that's in front of us, what's on that first one?
Is just a raised stone with a drake currently sitting on it. A very small drake, I will add.
Okay, apologies, I might have missed something in
Cat-sized
the
drake.
explanation there. Where are these letters then?
They are carved into the walls in various languages. It is the same sequence of letters in every language. But that is it.
Correspond with any of the stones, or are they just bunched in one place?
They are just
towards the
bunched in one
entrance?
place. I will give you the hint that you are on the right lines with music. You are making it a bit more complicated for yourselves than it need to be, but I'm going to shut up there because this is quite entertaining to watch you be really frustrated.
I feel like the answers could be fucking easy, and we're just gonna have to dance our way across and enjoy the music as it plays. Because if we don't enjoy it, then things will happen.
I agree. May I walk forward?
Certainly. So as you step
I'm asking my
onto the
friends
first...
because last time I tried to do something, it shouted at me not to do
okay.
it.
Go right
fine.
ahead. Go.
I do it. Carry on explaining.
Okay. As you step forward, you step onto the first one and it compresses. And part of the wall becomes see-through, and you see the same set of gargoyles that you saw earlier, and she goes, "Hey!"
Hello, Frank. I see you over there. Hi.
My boy Jeff.
All right, next one. Chip, would you like to take the next step? Chip walks forward.
Steps onto the next one. B.
I jump on it with him.
I need you to make a dex save for me, please. Just Doran.
23.
Nice. So as you step onto it, you immediately catch the feeling. Manage to step just way out back of it as spikes just come straight out of the walls and then retract immediately straight back in.
All right. That was
Yes. Brilliant.
Okay. Is there space for us to move past people without stepping on the stones?
There is, yes.
Now here's a
Okay.
good question. I wonder if this
Are we-
thing is reset.
Yeah. Do we have to start again?
I mean, what's the harm of trying? It was spikes to the face. I've done that before. I stumble. I go back and go nay.
Hey!
No spikes.
I will go and step on the second one.
B.
The
Can I
sea's
step?
silent.
I beg your pardon?
The sea is silent.
Why is the sea?
No,
Why?
they haven't. You haven't stepped onto the third one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we
Didn't we?
we
No,
reset. We started
no.
again.
We went on
yeah.
A, B,
Doran
and then I
jumped.
stepped on B again.
Yeah, but as I say, when you stepped on the third one the first time, it was silent.
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
the
so
Drake
the-
was
the-
too small.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Drake-
Sorry,
the
I
Drake doesn't weigh in.
misheard.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. The Drake just doesn't weigh enough.
okay, cool.
It's
I misheard.
It's
That's why I used
it's-
Chip the
it's
second
a-
time.
it's a cat.
That's why I used Chip the second time.
Because he's made out of metal and it's heavy.
Yeah, and medium. So I wonder what happens if I get off now. I'm gonna step off of it.
Make a dex save for me.
Do I get advantage? Because I was thinking, because I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah,
but
that's
I didn't
fine.
know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm prone to danger. 20.
Sick. Yeah,
Ah, why
happens again. Phil, I'm going to need you to do the same thing because you are currently standing on one.
Yes. 15. That's good.
That's fine.
Are we gonna have to harmonize all these steps? Do we have to play them all at the same time?
No,
I
it's,
think they have to be pushed down at the same time.
That's what I'm
Did
saying.
you-
Pushing down.
you
at the
didn't step
same-
on the sea, did you? Just
No, I stepped off of A.
Stepped onto the outside cobbles.
Yes, with there's no pressure. I assume.
You assume,
Five.
yes.
only
Assume
5.
being the word.
My favorite word.
There's only 5. No, there's 3 of us.
4. Well, 5.
There's 4. There's 4 that can. There's 4 of us that can operate these plates.
So I'm just gonna help you again a little bit just by
Please.
repeating what was said at the beginning of the room. Step by
I
step,
know.
note by note,
Step by
stone by stone, enjoy
So-
your journey or you won't.
So,
So I
we're gonna have
assume
to start again,
1,
and
2.
you're gonna have
3.
to step on one of the stones. So
Yeah.
that's the.
Right, cool. I mean, I will, but I feel like, is it just a time thing?
May I go first and you say back, or both of you?
Okay.
I go on A, then I go to B.
A, B,
I go to
C,
C. Next one.
D,
Next one.
E,
Next one.
F,
Next one. I'm gonna keep going.
G. I can't sing.
You can sing. You can sing beautifully.
Oh.
Thanks, guy. Shut up, Frank.
Okay, now you come, and that's the end one by the door, isn't it? So like, so you come back now, yeah?
Just stay over and we go over. Is it?
Oh wait, yes.
I can
Okay,
come back.
yes.
he's going to she's gone to G. So say, wait, so I should go next,
Have I hit
and
the
then
end of my
you'll-
path?
and then you'll do the first two, and that should open the door. Yes.
Oh shit! This is confusing. It's
Ben,
pressing the stones, isn't it?
I will step on, like, now sorry, she stepped on G.
Mhm. Yep.
I will step on A,
Have I hit the end of my path?
A,
and then I will follow suit
B, C,
go,
D,
and go
E,
to the
F.
end.
And you were gonna jump onto G as well.
I can I will do that. Like, what? How much space is there between the paving slab of G and where the door is?
It's about 2 to 3 feet. It's doable, but it'll be a big step if you're.
I'll
to step over.
I'll telepathically shove him off as I jump.
Oh, I already stepped off of G. Like I did the full alphabet and then went to the door.
All right, okay.
That's cool.
Did that change what happened when I started?
No.
Then I'll go
G.
to G. And
See, you
then
can do it.
And then step off.
Thanks.
And
Shut up, Frank.
then step off and look back expectantly and go, look, I'm not clapping.
Okay, and then I'll go across the bloody stones.
A,
Go in, yeah.
B.
Yeah.
You jump into the next one.
Why are we stopping?
I'm gonna say that you already did because you said you were continuing. And as you land on C, I need you all to make dex saves for me again, please.
This has confused me. I'm not understanding this.
Not advantage. I wasn't.
I got an
expecting this
18.
one.
Ugh. Oh my god,
18.
just as confused as I am.
No.
Oh, luckily for you, you only take 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh, they're rubber
Ah.
spikes. Very fun.
It didn't trigger. Right. Yeah, it's like it says on the wall. So we do it twice, and then it's A and B, and that should open the door.
Right, okay. So stupid.
Right. Avoiding any of the
hate that.
slabs, I'll go back and
Cool. You repeat
And-
the cycle, and,
and
you,
I-
and
yeah.
you get to A, B, and you step off, and the door just goes, "Congratulations!"
Thank
And
you.
the door just slides up.
You guys did wonderfully, by the way. Great job.
Thanks.
No.
Shut up, Frank. And with that is where we're going to call it for the evening.
Nice.
once
Sorry,
clapped
I
and
knew it was a dumb puzzle, but I knew it was one of those puzzles that is so dumb that you would get frustrated.
I was
Too much
getting
into it.
frustrated because I was like,
Thank you everyone so much for joining us this evening. Thank you, Scar, for raiding us and hanging out with us for the time that you did. It was super appreciated. We are only just halfway through this little stream, so this little one shot. So we will be continuing this next week
Sure.
if everyone is happy to do so. We will see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Also, thank you, Bree, for running the stream.
Yes, thank you. Brie.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.